Welcome back to Retrograde Corner. This is something a little bit different, which I am lovingly dubbing Netflix roulette, because it feels like by the end of it we're going to want to shoot ourselves in the fucking head. Um, so what this is going to be is going to be commentary tracks on some of Netflix's best and worst movies. Sometimes maybe even not Netflix. Maybe just occasional movies that we've found that we want to talk about.
Money now.
We have said Netflix at least 6 times, so we probably do them about £7,000.
We'll bleep it out.
I'll bleep it every time. You're adding more work for my edit. Anyway, yes, this movie, as I'm sure you've guessed by the titling of this file video, wherever we end up sticking it, we're not entirely sure, is the loving... I can't even bring myself to say it.
The
massively
Transformers
crafted.
The Last Night.
Publicly known as the best Transformers movie, in one of Michael Bay's best series, actually. I don't think he's actually made a movie that is better than this one.
He really outdid himself in this one.
He really did. It's truly an artful masterpiece.
Yes.
So that's going to happen. I'm going to count down from 3 down to 1, and upon 1, I will click play, and you'll be able to follow along at home and enjoy our stellar commentary over this wondrous movie. So on the back of 1, 3, 2.5 hours long this movie is. I hope you're ready for this. 1, go.
Fantastic.
I'm down in the controls, Carl. We're locked in.
As a secondary little point for you to click start on when the stars get to the Paramount logo, which will be now.
That is, all the stars are now in place, by the way.
Ooh.
And the mountain's firing at us. I'm quite confused.
No, I remember it, yeah.
Oh, yes. No,
What did that say? Something screaming?
Yeah. It was into something screaming.
Having subtitles on is a...
Neighing. Having subtitles on is sometimes invaluable, actually. I'm really glad that they chose to include neighing.
That's Netflix's fault for groans.
Groans, yeah. So far, all yelling, just
yelling.
everyone on screen. They could have just had that as like a permanent subtitle for these movies, to be honest, just all screaming.
I'm kind of surprised that was...
Was that Eddie Hall?
That must be.
That was Eddie Hall.
I met him in a Netflix... not Netflix.
You met him in a Netflix.
I'm obsessed with Netflix.
Stop saying it, we're gonna owe him so much money.
I met him in Nando's one time.
Was that in Stoke? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was, yeah. He looked like he'd just come from the gym, and he was
there to eat all of their chicken.
Yeah, he came in, he was caked in sweat, and Sam was like, "Is that Eddie Hall?" And I looked over, and he looked directly at me at the same
He looked
time.
into your soul.
Just as I looked at him, and he requested a room upstairs, so... And they were like, "We can't do that." And he was like, "Yeah."
Do you know who I am?
So he got that room upstairs. It was interesting.
Oh, yeah. This was their first attempt at actual comedy, wasn't it? And that comedy being a drunk Merlin.
Nathan, let's not forget the times, such as when a robot humps Megan Fox's leg.
Oh yeah,
Comedy
say my name,
genius.
say my name, say it.
These are comedy staples.
Ugh.
It's not...
This is what the end looks like, he says, 3 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
God, I wish it was.
You know, one thing to point out that you won't stop noticing now, the aspect ratio changes.
It does.
All the way through this film.
I
All
don't
the way.
understand what the point in that was.
I think he's just a lazy filmmaker. He really is. Because I think it's someone who cared about what they were putting out wouldn't...
Make Transformers movies?
No. Well, having
No,
said that,
no.
I do like Bumblebee, and I do like the first one.
The first one was alright, but then again, it came out in 2011? Yeah, there is.
No,
Oh
even-
God,
I think
I'm
it's
sozzled.
sozzled.
I'm so English.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That is very clearly a modern bottle as well. You can see a plastic ring around the top of it. Look at that.
They didn't have purple back then. What is this?
Oh, good God. I like that it is subtitled who was saying this, who was doing the narration, before we knew who that character was.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right, so far we've got Eddie Hall and a pissed up Merlin.
Yeah. He does. I don't think like it's even like an interesting
The
transformer
aspect
that
ratio
comes
just
out.
changed twice there.
He's just riffing. Oh my god!
Something that large made out of metal with enough force to pin you against a wall has just crushed his entire ribcage.
Yeah, that he is magic.
Oh yeah, the conjurer of spirits.
Why did he choose him? He could have just had any. I don't know. I don't know why We're gonna pick this thing apart so much that like this is gonna seem insignificant to what comes later on.
Oh god, I can't wait. Yeah, a little hint there. I plan on trying to force Karl to watch at least all of the RoboCop movies, including the terribly boring remake.
I Yeah, I don't know. I thought this could be interesting because it's so shit. We don't really have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing about the Transformers movies is that you can come in at any point and understand what's happening. It's like, oh, that robot's fighting the other robot, but that robot's got red eyes, so he's the bad one.
Yeah, I mean that's about as much as you can see anyway because they're not. It's the fights are. It's just metal on metal.
Essentially, it's chucking a load of shrapnel in a blender and watching it happen.
Yeah, it is. It's really so bad.
Don't worry, this stick can just get smaller like that.
I guess the Allspark did that, but
It did, it did.
so that I don't remember the story at all.
Neither can I, but apparently a three-headed dragon can predict the future.
It's a This dragon is a transformer.
Yep. Pretty sure that was the one that he was just talking to as well.
No,
I
the other one
think.
was red, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Are we not? We're not smart enough to understand the Transformers.
We
film
don't
plot.
understand the intricacies of. Oh, am I getting it right in that that's multiple Transformers?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that might be it.
Right. So
You can tell because it's got three heads.
So they're multiple Transformers.
I'd hate to be the Transformer that becomes the arse end of the dragon. Just the tail.
Yeah, that is always the problem. It's like
Where
the
does
Power
one
Rangers,
end?
like Megazord. Someone's always got to be like the feet. And they're the worst. No one wants to be that.
Somebody has to be left foot. Was he holding? No, for a second I thought he had a nunchuck. I'm like, yeah,
he did.
okay.
Yeah,
I think it was a flail.
that was a 3-to-1. Did you see the ratio change?
Yeah, it's pretty
It was-
magical.
It was just one after the other. Each shot, it was just like new aspect ratio. I love how
You know what it is? I bet that they just filmed it on a load of different cameras that shot at different ratios and didn't tell anybody.
No quality control.
Oh yeah.
He
Did
just
they explain how he got there?
yeah, right. Remember in the third one?
Nope.
Okay. He had the wings from the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the big jet wing things that
Right, and he
was
got-
a truck trailer.
That's it, yeah. But he didn't need that when he had them in the third film. And then after that, he didn't use them at all in the fourth film until the very end when he was like, I'm Optimus Prime and I saved everything and Earth's our planet again, remember? And then he just flew off into space and everyone was like, wow. But he didn't use those at any point during the film.
Wait, no,
Ridiculous.
didn't he get kidnapped or something? By was it the one with the one eye in the middle of its head?
That's this one.
Is that this? Oh. They're all the same movie.
Yeah, that's why he's in this for nothing.
The TRF. It's not Sector 7 anymore.
Yeah. Oh, it's what's his name?
I love that. Oh, fucking here he is again. Simmons.
Yes.
He has such a weird character arc. Like, he's
Yeah.
a Sector 7 agent, then he's disgraced, so he's like a conspiracy theorist in the basement, and then he's back up here again, and now he's down there. And now
Yeah.
he's a conspiracy theorist again?
He worked at a butcher's in the second one,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah, he worked at his
Like
mum's.
or falafel
Yeah.
shop or something. I can't remember. I never had falafel. I'd like to try it. It seems interesting.
What is it? It's just like a mash of like veggie stuff in it.
I think so. Yeah, kind of looks similar to like an onion bhaji whenever I see it. But like you can have it in a ball or like squished or something.
They can make it into a sandwich. Fucking love a good sandwich.
Yeah, they're good, man. And you know what isn't good?
Oh yeah, the
This
kids that
fucking
they
film.
set up for like half an hour and then completely ignore for the rest of the movie.
We should at least try to find nice things about this, but I
Karl.
don't think there are. I can't remember interesting things about this film.
My level of optimism is pretty minimal as standard.
Mm.
So trying to find good things to talk about this movie.
That was what I was going to talk about, the staff.
Hmm?
To wind back to that. The three-headed dragon transformer
Yeah.
is commanded by that staff, right?
Yeah.
But every other transformer that we've ever seen just does things of its own free will.
Yeah,
so,
it just mills about.
So why did they need that staff to be like, hey, you Transformers, you do what we want now? Like, couldn't that other Transformer who was red just be like, hey, look, I've talked to my buddies who are also Transformers and that respect me, they'll help you.
Maybe he just didn't want the responsibility of it.
Maybe.
Just non-sentient Transformers. Just like, hey, just you take the big weapon and go do with it what you
Why
want.
did that Transformer have a staff for it? Like, he's in
I
control of the other...
know.
I
I don't know. Maybe it's just a big remote control toy.
Yeah, it's their equivalent.
Yeah, like Transformers have got to level it up a bit to make
We
it a
have
bit more
RC
substantial.
cars, and they've just got massive, like, old Transformers that
Ancient dragons.
don't talk to regular Transformers.
Also, these things are definitely in RoboCop.
What?
This like bipedal.
Oh, right,
Walkie bot.
yeah. Well, these films do kind of... They just take whatever they want from what other films have been kind of
What was the
popular.
point in that shot? Just slow motion breathing.
You really hate this.
I
You
don't
this
hate
on
it. It's just very stupid.
Yeah.
Look, they just ripped from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's like a BB-8 kind of...
Well, yeah, but he tied a
They did
cable
same
around the
manoeuvre
legs.
as-
Yeah.
as on the ATSTs, AT-ATs. That's it. Everyone who was
I
watching.
mean, that is an ATST, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Bumble,
just less square.
I'm pretty certain Bumblebee does like a bit from Iron Man 3, where he like splits apart.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that he can do now in this one. That I remember. Like in the first one, you remember he gets his legs blown off and they like stick him on the back of a tow truck.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool. Except you can see this obviously just like a model while she's tying the legs, the chain around it because it doesn't move at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool that they made stuff though.
Yeah,
I don't
it's like
think they
an
made
interesting
anything for
practical
this.
thing. No,
It's-
no, they didn't even make a film for this, to be honest. But, oh, I've completely lost the point I was going to make. What was I saying?
ATSTs?
Yeah.
ATSTs.
Oh yeah, and she can speak robot.
No,
No, yeah.
about Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, yeah, it's a thing that he can do in this one that he can't do in the first one. Whereas, like in the first one, gets his legs just blown off, and he's like, "Ow, that hurts." So they drag him
Yeah.
around, and someone, I assume, just goes and finds his legs at some point, and they reattach him.
Yeah.
But in this one, for whatever reason, he can suddenly split apart and just glue himself back together.
Yeah. It's that like, what's the one thing that that's really interesting about a Transformer?
That is literally me whenever I stand up.
The one thing that's really she looked straight at the camera then.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that's really interesting about Transformer? They transform into a vehicle, but they don't in this. Like you don't see them transform. He splits
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
I don't think you see Optimus do any transforming.
Nah, there was quite that cool scene in is it Dark Side of the Moon where Megatron turns into Galvatron? Is that what they call him? You know, because they have like the floaty, particle-y, transformery thing, and they have that fight on the highway where he like
That
splits
shit.
apart and flies through the air.
Fucking hell.
It's a
That's
cool
amazing.
looking effect, but very weird.
I can't remember it, but it was like product placement.
Oh yeah, for this is a Beats pill.
Yeah.
This is a gun.
It was amazing.
It's like they're not even attempting to be subtle with product placement these days.
Oh no.
I think they're worried about being sued by people being like, I didn't know I was being advertised, and then I went and bought a Beats pill by accident.
In all accounts, I've heard they're average. In fact, I don't know anyone who's got one. They're very old, aren't they?
Yeah, not really popular. I think like it's people who are older than 13 don't have one because they realise that they can get actual sound out of speakers that cost half the price.
Oh my god, he's just died.
No, it's just barfing green. It's fine.
Yeah, I never really quite liked how they're very like weirdly fluidy. These robots.
Yeah,
aren't
they're
they?
always full of a lot of goo.
Like Bumblebee will take a piss on someone.
Oh yeah, and there was that he like fired a can out of him or something when he did it.
Maybe,
You
yeah.
know, like
Or
he
he's like,
stood in front of him, pulled down a weird little lever, and the hatch opened, and smoke flew at him in the back of the head,
yeah,
and then he
yeah.
peed on him.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, here he is, Marky Mark. You should not be able to throw something that does that. That's
No.
insane. Or fire that steadily.
But Nath, it's Marky Mark, the most
Very
buff man
true.
in the world.
He is absolutely hench.
He's shredded in this. Yeah,
Well, he's shredded in everything, I think. at
that's
this
true.
point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing's designed to kill Transformers, right?
I don't.
It's sort of like patrolling the zone, I guess.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's a deterrent because I don't.
Maybe.
He made mincemeat at that, but I guess Bumblebee's been through the works really.
And he is like the protector robot, isn't he? I guess he's probably stronger than the average one. I guess. Look at us defending trans. Look at us. There's your positive.
He's a he's I guess he's like the best in like the best kind of robot in this, I suppose.
The best guy.
Because you know who he is. Like you don't know any of the other characters really. I always lose track of who's died in terms of like what Autobots died in what film.
Yeah.
Ironhide dies, Ratchet dies.
Jazz gets ripped in half in the first one.
Yeah, that's great.
You want a piece of me? No, I want two.
That is good, yeah. So he's
He's still, he's just chilling.
but he also just destroyed one of those ATST things, and he didn't bother leaving. You don't think that they'd be like, oh yeah, one of our fucking things gone down.
How they rips off? Do Transformers have to breathe? I mean, he's panting and stuff.
Oh,
I didn't even know it spoke English.
no.
There you go. There's some subtitling for you. It said "protect from Quinn" or something. Oh no, there you go.
Oh, he's talking English
Yeah,
now.
it's just English. In old Cybertronian.
Did he not take it, or did he take it?
Doesn't it like glue itself to him or something? Because you wouldn't notice like a kilo of metal crawling around your body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have what's his name? Barricade. I think that's the one.
Yeah, that's him.
He just sort of pops up every so often in movies.
Yeah, I thought he had died as well.
He gets like really beat up in the first one by B. And
Yeah, he
he's just
does.
sort of left like. Oh yeah, there you go. Look, he's got like. Oh no, I think that was just the leather moving. I thought he had like the medallion wriggling around on his back,
Oh, okay.
but nah, it's just the leather rippling.
You know what's really weird about this?
Hmm.
It's how like the Transformers are kind of afraid of everything now. You know, in the first film, they just go into that military base.
I'm
they
watching
fuck
this
everything up.
like. Oh, there it. Oh
Yeah.
god, that was horrible. Look at it. Oh. He was thinking like Barricade. If he wanted to kill him, why don't he just fly in and blitz everybody?
He'd have no trouble. He
Not
had
at
no
all.
trouble in the first one, I think. Or did he have trouble?
I don't think
can't
so.
remember.
Because I remember there was that moment like he pulled a tire off his arm or something, and it turned into a mace, and he just went around and
Yeah.
like smacked the shit out of police cars everywhere.
That was cool. That had a really good tie-in video game for the first Transformers.
Yeah, the first one
as
was
well.
actually pretty fun.
Dope.
I don't think it was very long, but it was quite. Oh yeah, there you go. Dismantles itself. Just falls to bits.
No way did he just stop that.
I know that thing
It's like-
would weigh so much.
No way. He stopped it like it was a football.
Oh god! Since when did he have little wheels in his neck? I know there's the thing with movies of like they have to like up themselves each time, make it a little bit more interesting, but it's just weird jumps that are never explained.
I think it's Michael Bay's never heard the expression of less is more. That happened in the other one as well. Do you remember that guy got like punched by a car? Do you remember?
I mean, it's Transformers. They're constantly getting punished by cars. Like, that would kill a man. Like, all of
Yeah.
these men are dead.
And it's
I like
supposed
that
to
it
be
just
cool
shows.
and it's not.
It
And
just shows, like, the slow, gentle boops and stuff. Like, just don't worry, kids, he isn't dead.
yeah. I don't know. It's just so tired. I remember, like, what came out at the same time as this?
And they fixed his voice in the first one at the end because they didn't know they were going to make it a ridiculously long franchise.
Yeah,
And then in
they
the second
fixed
one,
it.
it's just like, oh, you're still
Yeah,
having troubles? And he's like...
And then he must have talked in the fourth one, and then he didn't talk in, and then he talked in this one or something. It's fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah, and generic soldier guy that's never been in any other movie. He's like got his soul bonded to Paramount Pictures or something.
Yeah, he kind of pops up in 1 and 2, and then
Mm-hmm.
no, and 3, not 4.
Pretty sure he's in all of them or something.
I don't think he's in 4.
Yeah.
John Goodman, he's pretty good.
Huh. I don't need to touch you to kill you with a gun.
Yeah, no, I saw this in the cinema. Maybe it was in 3D.
Mm.
And me and another guy wanted to see Baby Driver. That had just come out.
Oh, great fun.
I heard it was good. Wanted to see that. The other guy was like, "Oh no, I heard it's crap. Let's go watch Transformers." It was the worst experience of my
Wow.
life, Nathan.
Wow. Yeah, let's not go watch Baby Driver, like one of the most highly fucking merited films by Edgar Wright, a
you
phenomenal
imagine?
director. Nah, I've heard that Transformers is a lot better. Michael Punish. Oh,
It's a
God.
callback to the other one. He had that on his like.
Yeah, it's not protect and serve, it's like punish and enslave.
Yeah.
As if we both remembered that.
I remember that from the video game.
Oh, God. They had a pretty cool DS game as well for the first movies as well. Because you like drive around as just like generic robot number 6.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could like scan any vehicle you came into and turn into it.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Megatron exists again. But he's different now.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, is this the first one that he spoke in? Barricade.
No, he spoke in number 1, but
Yeah.
it was a different voice.
Uh,
It was like, "Ladies man 127." That's
Oh,
what it
yeah.
sounded like. Where are the glasses?
I completely forgot about that. Where are the glasses?
Apparently in the first one they were supposed to talk more like Decepticons were, but they stripped a load of the sort of the lines
Dialogue.
out so that they sounded more. They were a bit more menacing, a bit more.
A bit more rugged and less attempting to communicate, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
a
like
bit
they
more
actually
threatening.
put some sort of thought into the first one. Also, I love the coincidence that he just happens to like fall into Cybertron. And they can
Yeah.
fall like that and just stand back up again, but they get punched by another robot and die.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
it's
consistency errors in these action
between
movies.
films, and that's what's. Like,
Mm.
Why would you? They forget things like the Bumblebee voice thing. They
Yeah.
forgot that they gave him his voice back, and in this he even says like, "Bumblebee, that's the first time I heard your voice." And it's like, no, you didn't. You heard it in the first film. You fucking idiot.
He
that
literally turns to him and
crash
says,
landing
"Permission to
fucked up
speak,
his-
sir."
yeah. That crash landing on Cybertron fucked up his brain.
Yeah.
He's so weird in these films as well. He's like, "I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill everything."
Well, she messes with his brain or something, doesn't she?
I think so. Yeah, that's always what Optimus Prime's been about, I'm sure,
Yeah.
right?
Oh God, look at these Doom-looking robots.
I think that's an interesting design. Yeah, that's
It's
kinda
definitely different.
fun. Yeah, see, that's 2 things that have been good about this movie.
To be fair, if any, just slaps him and it makes his face red.
Okay.
They call themselves Transformers.
So who made her? Is she Transformers God?
I mean, she thinks she is. That's what she's saying. I like these as they're like looking like he's thinking about it. Like, actually, she's got some good points.
Is it? He gets like turned into like a bad guy in this for like 2 seconds, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know he's bad because his eyes are red, like I said before. It's nice to see England getting some representation in these films, I guess. Oh yeah, like in Robo Jarvis.
Yeah.
Well, Jeeves, I guess. Jarvis is a robot.
He's like a psychopath as well, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's like split personality, questionably good or not.
He doesn't.
He's also very short.
He doesn't transform into anything. He's too small, I guess.
Hmm. I don't think he has like the same sort of mouth as Bumblebee does, like that weird little circular bit. Because this is what all of us do in England. We go out and play polo and argue with our robotic battlers. I definitely do sit at home and watch Netflix and drink. It's fine.
We can't all be perfect, Nathan. What I do on the weekend and what you do on the weekends, they differ drastically.
I mean, you are the regional polo champion.
I was there. Michael Bay
You
wanted
were
me.
that horse. Somebody's got to be the arse end, but you do it well.
She's all right in this. She's not bad.
Yeah, she's actually an actor.
I can't remember who talked about it, but I think the women in these films are pretty all right most of the way through. They're better action heroes than the guys are.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf is a screaming idiot the whole way through.
I feel like half of his dialogue was just the entire script just ended with the parentheses of says whilst screaming.
Yeah,
That's all he does.
and I think whatever if that was what he's directed to do, he's
Yeah.
good.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He recently did what was it, Peanut Butter Falcon, and I've heard that that's like actually really
I've
good.
heard that's good. Yeah. Megan Fox was really good. She was like a good She puts Bumblebee on the what's his name on the pickup
I never
truck
really
and
found her very believable. I always thought she was a bit wooden.
bit wooden. Yeah, she's better than Shia's character though. I think
Well, yeah.
she's in the In-Betweeners movie. She's
Oh, wow, she is, yeah.
she's the one who wants to have that pact with Will.
Yeah. Well said, by the way. Keeping it very PG. I have sworn multiple times already, so.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Who gives a fuck? It's all right. She's also Star-Lord's mum as well in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ah. Well, the second one.
And the first.
And the first.
Yeah.
Huh. She's actually really good.
Yeah. Big forehead. But
Wow,
I think it's the
I didn't
hairstyle.
even notice that, but yeah.
He's a.
Yeah, but I feel like that's about back here. I don't know what that is. Is that just a thing that happens to some people, I guess? Genetics?
I think if she just had her hair in a different style, it wouldn't even.
Yeah,
matter.
you wouldn't notice.
No.
Oh, yeah. It's like her car was a Transformer all along or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's French.
He is. Yeah.
He's really French.
I think.
Like,
He's,
almost racially insensitively French.
yeah, because he's supposed to be Hot Rod.
Oh.
But he never turns into a Hot Rod. He turns into that car, which is French, and he has a
and then
French
like
accent.
a supercar.
Yeah, and then he's a Lamborghini, which is Italian. So, it's, oh,
Questionable.
you couldn't just give him a normal accent and turn him into like a hot rod, like I don't know what a hot rod car. Yeah, I don't know, like a custom Ford or something like that. How many of the films have been about bringing back life to Cybertron?
I can't remember. I feel like the first one or two were Megatron trying to like take over Earth for Cybertron, and then there was the third one where they tried to open the space bridge to Cybertron.
And bring
Was
it.
that the third one?
Yeah, that is the third. Yeah.
Yeah, and like bring it to Earth, which I guess would have been doing the same thing. And then I guess this one, like the fourth one was there was space robot Nazis or something on the moon.
No, not on the moon. Was it on the moon?
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. That's the third one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I thought you said the fourth one.
No. Again, they're all the same movie. Doesn't really matter. We could literally put this video slash audio file out 5 times
A match with
and just
anything.
title them differently. Just redo the intro to say Transformers.
And they're all the same length as well. It will match.
He said a word.
Oh, he fired one back.
Oh.
Did that just cut mid-line? It didn't, did it?
Yeah, that's known as a. Well, I'm gonna say it's usually known as a J cut, where they change with dialogue, but that's usually between two characters having a conversation. They don't usually do it between scenes, unless it's narration.
Oh, weird.
That was very weird.
None of them. You know what? Okay, another problem. I'm gonna say that phrase quite a lot.
Mm.
Do you know what the problem is with this film or the film series? None of the characters are engaging. None of the Transformers are engaging, and they're supposed to be the interesting part.
Yeah.
They're just idiots.
They're all
of
just
them are
bland.
idiots.
Yeah. It's
like-
literally all their personality comes from their design.
Yeah, that's it. You're not a leader, Bumblebee. I'm the leader. Let's have a tussle. That's what every film breaks down to.
Yeah. It's just like, oh. I
wonder if the microphone picked up that sigh. It looks fun.
Yeah.
There you go. Point 3. That's
Point
what you
three.
get, Michael Bay.
Robo dinosaurs.
They didn't do anything. To what end? I don't think they're even in this, really, apart from
The end
junkyard.
fight, yeah.
I don't think they're even in the end.
I think they are. I think Optimus rides that.
Nah, I did that in the 4th one.
I think it happens in this one as well. I
Oh,
think.
so they're just recycled.
Yeah. So many questions go through my mind right now.
Yeah.
Like, how did this cell come to be?
He's supposed to be like an ancient Transformer, I think.
Yeah.
He's Grimlock. I don't know about what the other two like ancient ones are.
Who knows? But like, how did this happen? Like, when did I? Maybe I need to watch the. No, I definitely don't need to watch the last one. But in the last one, from what I remember,
set up another TV screen with the other one on it.
Yeah, perfect. We can watch both of them at the same time, and it'll still make sense. But in the last one, I'm pretty sure they were in Japan or something.
I think it was China. Yeah,
China. Some nondescript, non-racially charged Asian country, just to cover my ass there. I've not been racist. I don't remember.
I think it was China because he was. What's his name? That guy who was Merlin was drinking Chinese milk. Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
That is a detail to remember. But yeah, they were over there, and then Wheelie's back. Yeah, Wheelie exists.
That weird sex pest.
Yeah. That was such a weird. Why did they include that?
Yeah, it's just every scene between like you think I don't know if Michael Bay was like, oh yeah, this is good like back and forth between characters. It's fun. It's not. It's just everyone's angry with each other and they're just shouting.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, what are you doing here? What's his beard made out of?
Isn't that the same guy as that guy?
It's pretty much the same design, but smaller.
That guy sounds like the small Transformers.
He sounds
as well.
like Steve Buscemi.
He sounds exactly like the little one, the one that wants to hunt
Yeah,
Megan
Wheelie.
Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 movies later, still trying to fix B's voice box. How many Transformers did they kill that they couldn't just take one out?
You've not seen Bumblebee, have you? The Bumblebee movie.
No, I haven't.
You haven't. He has a voice in it at the start and loses it, which is kind of sucks because it was kind of cool having him with the voice.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
I just assumed he was going to be mute. Like, he just didn't know how to speak yet.
No, he has a voice. I can't remember his voice by, but It's good. It's a really good movie. They all look like 80s Transformers. It's
Oh,
like the first bit's on Cybertron and it looks dope.
yeah.
It's a bit like E.T., but like
Steve Buscemi.
really,
Yeah. Day
yeah,
Trader, led by Steve Buscemi.
very good.
I'm quite good at recognising voice actors. I'll have you know. Oh god, look at some of these like design concepts.
That does look like Steve
That
Buscemi.
is just Steve Buscemi. Someone is just obviously people can't see this. I'll maybe like make a note to save the image, but it's literally just Steve Buscemi's face made out of metal.
You can make
drawn.
this. You can make this the thumbnail for the video.
Oh, marvelous! That is wonderful. That's a wonderful image. I'm saving that. Oh god, beautiful. We've literally missed that entire thing because of the Steve Buscemi day trader bit, and we've just got back to the standard "you're just a kid, you don't know what you're doing"
Well,
conversation that happens in every movie.
Let's scale it up. What was more important? Seeing that image that will stay with us forever,
I mean,
or that
seeing that
garbage
image was life changing.
conversation that we'll forget instantly.
So does he? Is this like Star Wars shit where he can just speak droid? Also, she just sprayed the top of that curtain.
I don't think we can get that nitpicky. Oh, that's his favourite beer. That's the one that he cracks it on that car. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
It's amazing.
like in the middle of the street because a Bud Light truck gets ransacked by Transformers.
I think something crashes into it or something. And he just.
It's
That
like,
dude's
a beer.
Some guy's like, "Hey, I hope you've got insurance because you just totaled my car." And he's like,
Oh yeah,
"I've got a beer." You
cracks it on
nerd."
his car. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
They, yeah. So is that Grimlock's kid? Is that like?
I guess. But what do they mate? That one's a Triceratops.
Hmm.
Isn't there that scene in one of the Transformers movies where they're trying to like reproduce more, but they need Energon to do it?
That's the second
Is
one.
that
I
the
think.
second one? Yeah,
That-
because they're going to
yeah.
blow up the sun to make it, aren't they? And
Yeah.
that's what's in the pyramids.
Mhm.
God, I just heard the sentence I said. Wow. But yeah, they're like, oh, we can't make more, Master, because there's not enough Energon. And like, they just drop out of the sacks and die on the floor.
That was a good Starscream impression.
I don't even remember what he sounds like. I just remember he was real snivelly and whiny and horrible. And like the most pointless character. Like in the first one, he was quite badass. Like he bombed that base and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But he never really did. He just sort of ran away and then came
Yeah.
back.
He was the guy. He blew up Bumblebee's legs.
Yeah, he was. That was the one who did it. Yeah. You know what was the coolest one? I think Blackout. You know the helicopter from the first one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was cool. Like he moved like the rotor to his arm and had like a giant saw thing going around. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't think he even spoke.
I did like. No, I don't think he did. I think. I think he only spoke in.
It was a fun mission on the game though, where you played as him.
Yeah, and he
remember.
got Scorponok as well.
Yeah, that game was fun. We should have a look at trying to play that at some point.
I've got it on 360. Yeah.
Ah,
It'll only play on 360, so.
But I thought it was back on the PS2.
It is, yeah.
Huh.
But I meant like backwards compatible.
What from PS2 to 360?
Oh yeah, no,
Go,
yeah, no,
you
it came
got
out. Yeah, it came out on three. Like I had it on PS2 originally, and then found it on 360. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll have it in that sweet 720p.
Ooh, 720p.
Yes, please.
Gotta love that bit of upscaling. I like that he didn't just have drawing pins, he put darts in the board and then tied string around it. He's literally dressed like the dude from Jurassic Park there.
yeah, he was.
Fucking David Attenborough's brother.
Yeah. Richard Attenborough. What? That was
What?
such a weird
What?
point for us to go in.
What?
Oh, I think he's talking about the planet like having horns and things. Because it's
Yeah.
Unicron, isn't it?
He has like a crown of spikes or whatever nonsense.
Yeah, I think Unicron's supposed to be like a planet that turns into a transformer.
Something like that. I'm not really up to snuff on the Transformers lore, I'll be honest, Carl.
I know dribs and drabs, but barely anything.
It sounds like you know quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why. I liked the toys when I was little.
Yeah, yeah. Well, who didn't?
Yeah. You ever played with like a fairly modern transformer to try and
No.
transform it? It's pretty difficult. They're not made for kids anymore. They're not like blocky designs. They're all like really smooth and. Yeah,
Well, I guess they've got to make them look like they do in the films.
Hmm.
I remember there was always like two kinds of Transformers. There was like the kind of cheaper ones and the kind of more decent ones. Well, like the ones where you had to like twist and move their arms around and change the legs back to front and this that and fold them in half and stuff, and then it was suddenly a truck somehow.
Yeah.
Or you had the ones where you just sort of pushed a button and it folded and it was a jet. There was always like two different kinds. Do you remember that McDonald's at one point were doing them?
Yeah, I remember.
And
yeah.
there was, yeah,
It was like
there was one that was a
that
little
like
red jet and had like wheels on the bottom.
I had one that was like a little plane or a little helicopter or something that kind of like you pulled it apart and then the legs became like
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was
I remember this one that I had, you literally just had to like push the head forwards or something and the legs like folded up and it turned into like a jet. It was like weird.
I think it must have had like an Optimus Prime one. That one where like the arms folded back in, and then like his legs became the like.
I had
the-
that.
Yeah, that was
And
fun.
it came with like a trailer that had the little ones in. And you could slot them onto
Yeah,
like
I
the feet
think
and arms.
so.
I had that and I was really disappointed when my dog chewed the shit out of it. So I went out to school one day, came back and the dog had found it and just chewed like little bits of plastic off and stuff.
Dogs are just the worst.
That's an entirely different conversation over there.
I remember, didn't one Transformer tried to like shoot a dog in one of these films? I swear it does. Maybe it's in the first one. Like they've got a Chihuahua, haven't they?
Oh yeah, I remember there being a Chihuahua and like it barking and a Transformer looking at him menacingly, and he just sort
It
of goes.
pisses
"Whoa!"
on one. It pisses
Yes,
on
it's
Ironhide, and he's
Sam's
like,
dad's dog.
yeah. And he's like, "You have a rodent."
Oh god, yeah.
Brilliant.
Also, that was Megatron, right?
Yeah.
Did he just like scare a person away instead of just stepping on them?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what
a
I
very
mean.
Megatron kind of thing
no,
to do.
he's
And he's
not.
got a sword now.
Yeah, and he'll come here and he'll negotiate, and it's really weird. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, okay. None of it makes any fucking sense, and it's just to have like a weird little montage that's kind of from
Yeah.
like Suicide Squad. Do you remember?
Oh god,
Like-
that movie.
I want to bust out this person. Well, you're Megatron. Go and bust them out yourself. What are you doing? Like, what weapon have they got that
What
you're
I'm
afraid
guessing
of?
is that like they've learned technology from the Transformers to use against them.
But we don't see it.
No.
We just.
Oh good
fuck
god,
me.
this is awful.
They look different. That's something.
Yeah.
But I won't remember his name.
I like that they had the Transformers and they just got them like they started with the mid-sized ones and then got them bigger and bigger.
Mm.
Was that robot robbing a bank?
Yeah. Yes, Nathan. What's wrong with a robot from another planet robbing a bank? What about that does not make any sense to you? Thematically, you think you're better than Michael Bay? Fuck you, Nathan. Fuck you.
I wish I had a response, but I just can't. Nitro Zeus.
You know what the good thing about him is?
What?
He's got the voice of Bender.
He's also wearing a big gold chain.
I know.
Is that like us wearing a flesh like belt around that?
Yeah, none of it's good.
Ah yes, that famous Transformers quote. I'll suck your
Your
brains. If
Yeah,
you need a
they-
bigger door, how did they get him in there?
It's
Build the room around him.
it's yeah. This is no good. It's they've
What is that character? Why was there just like a weedy little nervous lawyer?
because there's one in every film. There's always one that's like, we can't do this thing because of this Transformers. Shia LaBeouf or Cade Yeager's like, hey, listen, nerd. I'm the person who knows everything about Transformers, and you're gonna listen to me.
Yeah. Also, you just said Cade Yeager. I had no idea who that was.
How could you forget?
I
a
literally
name like
just look at the
that?
movie and go, that's Mark Wahlberg.
It's-
Because that's who he's playing. He's just Mark Wahlberg in Transformers.
It's the most.
Also, you cannot cuddle a fucking robot. It's made of metal. And that one's spitting fire at you.
Yeah, that's not a smart idea. I don't. We should have been listening, but not really. It's shit.
Mate, if I'm honest, I don't think listening would have helped a great deal. Oh yeah, the Hollow Rider.
I didn't mind.
It's
I mean,
kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's a different way of disguising themselves, I guess.
It
And
was
it
really
answers
good
the
in
question.
yeah, it was good in the first one as well because like, was it Barricade or the other one, the helicopter blackout? He had
The
a
holographic pilot, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little fun little detail in it.
Yeah, I like that some of them went through the effort to make a holographic pilot and the others just had tinted windows.
Yeah,
I feel like one's a much simpler solution.
and Bumblebee doesn't have anything.
No, he just drives around.
It's just a ghost car that like freaks out Sam.
You just tattoo him.
Yeah. Oh. that's not bad.
I love how like off balance that robot would be.
I think there's something weird about this, but I can't remember what it was. They're clearly just working on like a model or something.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because there's like no...
They're actually interacting with stuff.
There's no body. Look, it's
There
just
is no
his
body.
head.
It's just the head. They didn't even bother because like his head's so small and like sits in the middle. There's like so much chest that comes out above that.
So stupid.
Oh.
I guess another thing that we can say is a good thing is that there's no like creepy bit between like an underage girl and a boyfriend who's 20, and that they have like a special card that says to their dad that they can have sex. It's like do you remember that bit? No. Okay, so in the fourth one,
Right. Yeah.
In the fourth
just
one.
kindly gloss over this bit.
he doesn't realize that his underage daughter is dating this 20-year-old. And then when he like confronts him about it, he's like, "Well, actually," and he pulls out a card from his wallet that says something like a Romeo and Juliet law. And it's
Oh
like,
my god, I remember that. Yeah. It's like they're legally allowed to bang if they've been dating for 4 years.
yeah.
It's
He's
some
like, "Well,
creep
actually, I'm
thing
allowed
like
to
that.
do it because it's because of this thing, so don't even sweat about it." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess it's the law. Yeah, that's fine."
Oh yeah, no, that's totally fine. Oh, there we go. And is that Siri?
Sounds a bit like it, yeah. Oh, no.
I like that they
Rip it
spent
out.
fucking delicately like removing it. Like it's like being in the dentist. like it's a delicate operation. It's just like
Your
rips
own
out of
teeth
his own
Yeah,
throat.
no problem.
Oh, good God. Ah. An unmanned drone, or is it a transformer? Who knows? Kingfish. That's an interesting code name, I guess. He did nothing to stop him. I guess the robots ate his car, so...
He thinks robots ate his car.
Well, they did, didn't they? The giant Grimlock ate his cruiser.
Right, I see, got you.
Oh, there you go. Just got a... It's got a boot full of robot blasters. All that flipping was completely necessary to the transformation, I guess.
I do. It's one of the one things that like I'll enjoy the transforming, but they
Yeah.
don't do it. They probably do it there and nowhere else. It's in the fucking title, Transformer. Have them transform. Don't make them transform off screen. Don't make them do it like one time in a film.
There was a really cool sequence with that like giant one in the second one, where like it pulled all like 4 different construction vehicles together,
Yeah.
and it was like a 30-second long transformation sequence.
Yeah. What was was a bit in the third one where like Bumblebee he like half transforms and he pulls out like
yeah,
guns.
like stuff pops out of him in car form.
That's really cool. Yeah, I like that. That Megatron.
Yep.
Do you remember the first one where like nothing could stop him? Now he's
Yeah,
just like
I was just thinking that. It was like Megatron's supposed to be like the ultimate big bad,
yeah.
and then just some fat Transformer bloke, John Goodman ass robot, just rolled up and shot his legs out from under him.
Like how John Goodman's not even fat now, and he still has.
Well, he's got a fat voice.
No, he does, yeah. But I love how they were just like, should we change his character design? No.
Well, I like the idea that he
guy.
started as like a thin Transformer design, and then they hired John Goodman, and they just went, make him fat.
Yeah, perfect. Have a fight. Why not?
Well, they had to interject some drama somewhere. Oh, good. The dinosaur came out of the ground. It's a land shark. It's just like, it's the most useless thing. It popped out of the ground and just rolled around for it. Oh, okay, that one is there now.
Yeah.
And we didn't see that before.
You say useless. He's done a pretty good
That
job
one,
there.
yeah, that one's done. And that just killed like
The
20
other one just
blokes.
fell over. But
Yeah.
I guess that's the problem with the T-Rex.
They're not too steady on the legs. Oh, he's got a tattoo, so he must be badass. I like that it was just a generic tribal tattoo as well. Look at it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's the thing that they never mention about these sort of movies is like just all the innocent just bystanders and stuff that just get squashed or shot to shit or whatever. That's cool.
Little drone,
A little drone.
They look like
The
TIE
size of a
fighters.
They are little TIE fighters. Look at they've even got like the curved around wings at the sides.
That's not bad.
Of
I'd have a
course
drone
it's
if
not
it was-
bad.
Yeah, if it was a TIE fighter, that'd be fun.
Of course you love it. It's a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
They don't make the noise though.
No.
I mean, then again, drones are like loud as fuck. That's the thing. In all these like spy movies and stuff, where they're like sending the drones. Like if anyone tried to infiltrate a place with a drone, you'd hear it coming from a mile off. It's like a security guard generally patrolling just says. It's like, you hear that? It's getting louder.
Is someone cutting a lawn?
Who's blowing leaves off the yard at like 9 in the evening? Good God. How are you stealthy?
Why are you here then, man? Fuck off.
I mean, that's what they were saying, innit? It's like, we just want to go home. I guess, like, that was their deal. He got all of his buddies released to, like, be allowed to leave, but the condition was that he had to hunt them down.
They sent off the Autobots in a ship in the third one. Why don't they just do that for them? Be like... And also...
You want to leave? Fine.
They also double-crossed them and blew up that ship. So why don't they just be like, oh yeah, we'll build you a fucking rocket...
And then
send
blow
him
them
off... Yeah. Do
Well, I
whatever
guess
you
it
want.
didn't work the first time.
No. It's ridiculous.
Megatron just straight up missed there and shot the floor in front of him.
Oh, that's pretty dope, actually.
That was
I
pretty
forgot
cool.
I thought he was only in it for like a couple of seconds.
Apparently, oh god, just messing him up.
There is good action in this, but so much it's like you can't tell what's going on. It's just. I think that's why they made them like different colours so that you can.
Yeah, a lot of it's just metal. You're just
grey.
watching metal.
All of the
Yeah.
Decepticons.
It's like when we
interchangeable.
watched Venom. Like watching
God.
Venom and Rampage fight at the end. It's just like someone threw two grey masses of paint at each other.
Is it? I don't even know if it's Rampage, but I don't care.
I think it's Rampage.
Maybe it's Riot,
Riot, that's the one. You've got such a better memory for names than I do.
but I didn't give a shit. Like I could have just kept it as Rampage. It was,
Yeah,
that yeah. I
you really didn't like that movie.
I did not. No.
Oh god. So is he still alive? Or
I'm
It's
kind
hard to tell because that big one just got decapitated and died.
Mm, I don't know if I'm laughing. I'm kind of finding this funny in places, and I don't know if I'm just like settling into this or not.
I think your like bar for tolerance just slowly gets lower and lower, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
while you're watching it.
I guess it's kind of like if you're in jail, and then and
Are
then
you equating being in prison to watching Transformers?
yeah, and then they put on like a production of like Cats or something. I'd be like, this is the best fucking thing I've ever seen.
I think that would be the best thing I've ever seen. Watching prison inmates perform Cats. That would be miles better than this. I think I'd pay good money to watch that, you know. Just watch a load of big, like, bulky white supremacists wandering around and pretending to be cats.
What jail are you getting put into, Nate?
An American one.
Is that for sleeping with an underage girl and not having that Romeo and Juliet
Oh, I
card?
forgot the card. Oh, every time.
Oh, every time, Nathan.
I've only been dating her for 3 years and 364 days. Ah.
But yeah, to go back to that, why put it in the fucking film? What's the point?
Yeah, what?
It has no
what does that
narrative
serve?
value. It's got.
Yeah.
It's not interesting. It's just weird. It's bizarre.
It's very questionable what they choose to put in these movies.
Yeah, considering it's like a 3-hour movie, saying you can cut out like.
Yeah, and it's like what they decide to justify being in the film. Like, there's all these changes and stuff that happen to the Transformers. Not once is it addressed how they change through the movies,
No.
but they felt it necessary to discuss how Megatron bust out his mates from Robo Jail through lawyers.
He has slipped.
Got beanbagged. I like that he couldn't have shot it before it shot him. He had enough time to stop and go, shit, for a second.
So many bloody aspect ratio changes.
I've stopped seeing it, I'll be honest.
Oh, that's good. Because I can't. I'm waiting for it to turn to like 4.3 or whatever. It just turns into a box.
It's like, oh, we're watching it on Instagram video.
Yeah. Yeah, all we had was this camera from the 1950s Michael Bay. I hope this is all right.
So, throw it in there. But the weird thing was there, it swapped between the two perspectives. It was looking up at Mark Wahlberg and looking down at the dude who thought he was dying.
Mm.
It started on the floor. It cut back, it was a different aspect ratio. But then it cut back to him on the floor again, and it was a different aspect ratio from the first time he was on the floor. I like that he has like go faster swoosh on the back of his head.
Oh, he has.
He knows
He's been
karate.
Here to collect him and beat the shit out of him. Great.
Oh, collect this.
So those drones were just tasked with killing him, I guess.
Yeah, I assume so. Well, it's the rogue, like... Oh, God, look at him go. Look at that CG Mark Wahlberg getting flung around back there.
I wasn't even laughing at that. I was just laughing at you like slammed into a building. Fucking TIE fighter drone. So ridiculous. Oh my god. He flew because you were fucking about with him, you idiot.
Also, they've suddenly got a lot higher than they were.
Yeah.
And I don't see an elevator on the side of that building.
I think he must have gone onto a different building.
Wow, that CG was really bad
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
They got so lazy.
Why did that look so bad?
I think that was the same Camaro that Bumblebee was in the first film.
Oh.
Looked like it.
These are like the steadiest drones in the world. Like, look how level that was the entire time. Have you ever flown a drone before?
No, never.
You literally take it off and it pisses off into the roof or the wall to your left or into you. Why was he carrying that?
I don't know. It just seemed like things happen and then the next scene they just don't explain it.
Yeah.
It's like maybe he beat up a drone with a
Like,
bolt.
why was he waiting in the lift for them?
Yeah.
What, he knew that they were going to run there while they were escaping the Decepticons.
Yeah.
No, I think not.
I guess they hung a lantern on it.
Oh god,
with,
that's horrible to look
calling him C-3PO.
at. Yeah. It's like we know what it is. Okay, we get it. Leprechaun. He said that because he's English.
I think they all just blend into one for
Yeah,
Americans.
well, that's the thing in it with Americans. It's like, oh, he had a British accent. Like, which part of Britain?
Yeah.
Like Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England.
I love when.
I mean, even in England, like the accents vary so massively. Like you'd
Yeah.
have a Geordie talk to someone from Somerset.
Now that's a conversation I can get behind. It's like when you see an American film when they say like, "Oh, we're gonna go holidaying in Europe."
Yeah,
What part? It's fucking massive.
there's so many countries. When I was backpacking around Europe,
Is this gonna disrupt?
Maybe a
I'm
little
about
bit.
to eat
Just
a
open it.
Toblerone. I mean, it's not like we're watching Citizen Kane, is it? So
also, is that like a World War II bomber?
yes.
I highly doubt that has like the carry capacity to move all of them.
Oh, the Transformers on there as well.
I don't know. We might have missed that, Carl. We might have not actually been paying enough attention.
Rewind it. Start again. Start
Back it up.
recording.
Ruin the sync for everybody watching at home. Oh, they're on about go to the UK and it immediately cuts to Cuba. Oh. Why is it on a selfie stick? Could you not just hold it?
No. He's a man of science. He's a man of 2017. Were selfie sticks hot in 2017? They must have been.
I don't think they were. Maybe when they started writing the script.
Maybe.
Who am I kidding? They didn't write a script.
No.
Just every character in this is improvised. That would explain a lot, actually, and that would make these movies very impressive if the characters just went and just, the actors just spoke whatever they felt like, and they went, right, how do we justify that in the next scene?
Just went along as they wanted to, I guess. It is a one-man performance. I feel like Michael Bay must have had free reign with these films because they made $1 billion each.
Yeah. I mean, they give him so much money. The thing is, they're a flop over here, but they make, like, a ridiculous amount of money in China, which is the only reason they're still...
I think this one didn't break $1 billion. I'll have a look.
Are they making another one? Or did it get cancelled? I feel like I heard that.
I think they might have make a...
Oh, she changed his name and his eyes went purple.
They might make a remake of... not remake. They might make a sequel to Bumblebee. Which I hope they do, because it's really good.
Did it make much money? I mean, I didn't see it.
And that's the problem, because this one was so poor. Like, box office and critical, of course. That, no one went to see Bumblebee. It's dead good. And, like, quite a small budget as well.
Yeah. Well, it was much of a... They sort of went a very weird route with it, didn't it? It was like much more indie-esque kind of film.
But the fight scenes in it, they're amazing. You can see everything happening. It's during the daytime. Good characters. Set in the 80s.
You mean an actual film?
Yes.
They made a movie.
Something watchable.
You know what that is? I can guarantee that was somebody who's like, we've got this really good script, it's great. It's like, cool. Nobody's going to care about it. So what if we put Transformers in, and then people will watch it?
Yeah.
So someone's like bought a script off some like independent script writer.
Which is probably what happened with this, I guess.
Maybe.
They just found one in a bin outside of an independent screenwriter's apartment.
Yeah, it's just like, no, I can't do anything with this.
And it was shredded. And what they did was just like...
Sell it, take it back.
And it was part of like 3 different scripts. And they're like, does this bit make sense?
Is this page
Of
cut
course
here?
it does.
Page here. If we talk about England and then move to Cuba, that make
robots
sense.
and Merlin. Do they? Yeah, I'm sure it works. It's all about the presentation. It's all about the execution.
So stupid. Who are the Knights of the Round Table? Giant robots. Yes. But they've got to stay in periodic sense, so give them swords. Because we all know how well swords work against metal. Yes.
Have we still got?
It's like beating someone to death with an arm.
Have we still got Stanley Tucci signed on? Yeah, we'll put him in it, and it'll all make sense. I'm sure he can
be the anchor.
What? That's something I was going to say, and I completely forgot.
These movies will do that to you.
Yeah, it's making me feel really lazy.
For a second there, I was like, why does she have a walking stick? I'm like, oh, it's a polo thing.
Continuity. Good continuity.
Zuma pillow.
Oh, okay. Stick her right in the boot. That's such a long car.
It's a very long car. The question is, how long has she had that car for? She's asking if it's a famous one. Really? It just sparks piss out the back, and then they hide it with a perfectly indiscreet cut. How did she get in the front?
Wait, where was that car? Was that just a random car?
Yeah, it was just somebody driving past.
No.
Yes, in rural Sussex. It was just somebody rolling past on the street.
I thought it was going to be like, what's his name? The guy, the old man in this. What's his name again?
No idea.
Anthony
Hopkins.
That's it. I thought it was going to be like him.
I thought you were about the character.
I
Could you imagine Anthony Hopkins raging around the roads in a Lamborghini?
Could you imagine
That'd be
Anthony
incredible.
Hopkins being in a Transformers film?
He's been in a lot of weird stuff recently. Like in his latter years, I don't think he really cares anymore.
He seems like he's having fun in this.
Oh yeah, I think he's just having a laugh. Really, it's like someone says, "Do you want to be in this?" Like, yes, sure. Do you want to be followed by a sentient tank with like memory problems? Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this. Fair enough.
I think he's got like a World War II hat.
Okay, wait. So it wasn't related at all then. That Lamborghini was just there.
Yeah. No, he just
Saw like
a woman hanging out of a boot, screaming for help, and he just went, "Brr, I'm late." Just overtook him.
For God's sake.
English, very English, British.
Mark captured perfectly there what it was like to sit in the cinema and see this movie unfold.
People paid to watch this.
I don't think they did.
Not enough, but
Thank God.
in short pants. Oh, they censored that perfectly.
Let me just do a little check on how much it made. He didn't even do well on
He's
IMDb.
such a good actor, though. Look at him.
5.2 on IMDb.
5.2.
IMDb's normally the soft.
Does it have like a fan rating?
Rotten Tomatoes fan. Yeah, I'll have a look.
Fan rating's usually higher.
Dude. 44%. So it doesn't even correlate to the fan rating on IMDb.
That's quite sad. I like that. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins here has just kidnapped a woman.
What a line!
I guess he said that.
What a bitchin' car she
Also,
is.
what were the bits that just fell off him?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because some polo stuff fell off as well. Right out of
Oh,
the
that
boot.
must have been it, yeah.
But then, yeah, no, it looked like it popped off the wheels or something.
Yeah, it all
didn't
came out like the front and the sides.
Mm.
That was a very weird old pervy man thing to say.
Well, these films do have a history of perviness to them, do they
This
not?
is very true. I mean, the first film sold its entire film premise on perving on Megan Fox.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Everyone was so greasy and golden and sweaty in that film.
yeah, everyone was so tanned.
Hot Rod.
Oh, it hurt.
Hot Rod. Perfect. It was yellow in the cartoons, I think. I had a yellow transformer of him. It looked really weird.
So, wait, is that the car that she's had forever? Like the only car she's ever had?
I guess we wouldn't. It wouldn't really matter because I guess it could just turn into whatever, couldn't it?
Yeah, just disguise herself as a new one.
Yeah. That's I kind of like that they're able to infiltrate. That was a cool thing about the first one. I'm really struggling to find fun things to talk about, like good things about the movie. But I do like that like in the first one, his
In
whole
the first
mission
one,
was
when they like scanned other things, didn't they like you see them change?
no,
I feel like you saw.
maybe in a video game, but I think I think you mean like when Bumblebee changes,
Yeah.
he sees the other
Oh,
Camaro.
you see it from the inside, don't you? Like it sort of like lowers down or something, and then you cut to the outside, and he's like new car again.
Yeah, he's like driving off the other way down the tunnel, sees that one, and then yeah, I think
It's literally while Sam's complaining that it's a shit car.
yeah. Oh, bloody hell!
Goodness. Are you okay?
So he's supposed to be the what's his name, like the Transformer.
Olive, also, that was quite
human
clearly
man.
just somebody with gloves on
Yeah.
strangling it. He's just a psychopath.
He is.
What is good? Okay. Glass 17C.
He just shit on Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, massively.
Oh, dude.
She looked like a Wallace and Gromit character. I like that his entire character is just, let's make him eccentric as all hell.
All old people are.
It's either senile or eccentric.
The watch that killed Hitler. Okay.
Indeed. The Wiccans. I love how they made it a thing. Are you Samuel James Witwicky? Descendant of Archibald Witwicky.
Do they have a photo of him or something?
Yeah, somewhere. Leonardo da Vinci was a transformer. There we are, yeah.
That is, whoa, you'd be so happy. You're in a hall full of like these great people. Who
Yeah,
have
they're all like
been
these
intertwined
dramatic
with-
paintings.
intertwined throughout history with Transformers, and it's just that same photo of him from eBay or something.
I like that they've just kept props and stuff from the old movies. Like there's one of those like pylon things that they were using to make the space bridge just in the middle of his desk.
Oh. So they do care about continuity.
I think they just had one kicking about in someone's garage, mate, if I'm honest. Oh, does it now? Wait, so that's like military propaganda, like genuine stuff that they would have put out. So somebody knew about him, designed the entire poster, But yet, people like Simmons spent their entire lives trying to discover what Transformers were, and they were just putting up propaganda posters. Also, why does this exist?
Yeah.
They have to show B going out and hunting Nazis,
So on the
which
what
is
I did
previous
just say about
of the 80s.
continuity, they did forget all about it again. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I
because
thought they were all right, and they weren't.
no. Oh, he's got a hammer though.
Fair enough.
Also, is that Hot Rod with him? I'm pretty sure it sounded French.
Yeah, it could have been because she didn't. He say something like, "Oh, I swore an oath to your father. He was a soldier
Yeah.
too."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I've not seen Bumblebee, but apparently it's a good film set in the 80s, post World War Two.
Yes.
Does that make logical sense?
No. No, it doesn't.
Not even close. No.
But the problem is that I think they did some things like, oh, we'll make Bumblebee a bloody Camaro, and the same one that he is in the first one, and we'll also make him so he's not got a voice, and we'll also make it so like Sector 7 or a thing. So they've put it in a weird thing where they could have just been like, oh, it's a complete reboot.
Why is Cogsworth's CG so bad? He just doesn't work with any of the lighting at all. It's literally like they're writing problems for themselves to solve later on. It's like they got bored writing the script and tried to make it harder for themselves.
Or easier, because they just didn't give a shit.
I can't help but feel like it wasn't the soldiers that won the war. Surrounded by giant robots of an alien race. Right, so we want someone speaking Arthur. Can you find someone who looks like a budget Jon Snow?
They're not bad designs. I don't.
I like
mind
that
them.
there's literally one of the knights that's red, so we can remember which one it was.
Yeah, that's the guy who's weirdly like in control of the other ones.
Yep. Don't think about it too much, because it starts to not make sense very quickly. Ah,
This was
yes.
supposed to make sense, was it?
Most movies tend to, or at least try to.
That was a weird. None of these jokes are landing, man.
No.
I don't think Michael Bay knows how to do a joke. 'Cause it is just like, oh, look, it's a girl's butt, or
Look, it's a girl's butthole.
Yeah. No, not butthole.
Genuinely, that's what I
said
heard.
Or like a Transformers.
I don't remember seeing that Transformers movie.
Transformers doing a tussle. Oh, is this funny? Is this a joke?
Look at them bantering and punching each other a little bit. It's trying so hard.
You're sighing a lot, Nate. Are you not enjoying this movie?
I mean, I'll be honest, I sigh a lot anyway, but I can't help but feel like this movie is summoning my reserve sighs from within my soul and really bringing them to the
You
forefront.
mean this beautiful art that Michael Bay has provided to us?
I mean, my definition of art, Carl, is something that elicits a response from the person consuming it.
This is
And my response to these is...
It's just not a good response.
What does it qualify as art when your response is just... Am I? Also, what is the age disparity between them two? Because she seems considerably younger than him.
Mark Wahlberg must be like 45.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably like mid-40s, somewhere around there.
I didn't read
About half the
age.
age of Anthony Hopkins.
I didn't read the critical consensus.
Oh, by all means, please do. It's not like anything important's happening.
Uh,
He's just speaking Latin for a bit.
cacophonous, thinly plotted, and boasting state-of-the-art special effects. The Last Night is pretty much what you'd expect from the fifth installment of the Transformers franchise.
Yeah, pretty much feels about right.
Let me have. Can you see age on Rotten Tomatoes?
You can probably just Google it, I guess.
Yeah, I was already on it. I saw Mark Wahlberg's face. Mark Wahlberg.
I wonder if people are watching this and enjoying it.
What, us?
Well, us and the movie.
No, not really.
No, neither. At this
think
point,
about the two options. You got someone who likes this film and is listening to two idiots badmouth it, or you wanted to listen to some people talk badly about a bad film.
Yes, not only do we talk about a bad film, but we also do it poorly. We don't speak well.
And no one knows us. No one knows our
No one knows, no one cares. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
No. But we have seen this, and this is troublesome.
It's very troubling.
He's 48.
A direct descendant of man in himself. So he's nearly 50.
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing, though, isn't it? I feel like people who are in the 50s these days aren't like the people who were in the 50s when we were kids, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when we were younger, like, in your 50s felt like they were very old.
He's Hollywood 50s, though, so he's
Yeah,
probably
very
had,
true. He's been training, like, all of his life.
Yeah, or like, I don't know, some sort of weird Scientology ritual, I guess. Or,
Some Scientology magic.
yeah, he's had like, yeah, I don't know, some occult ritual.
Some occult blood magics.
Yeah. They sacrificed that woman after this film.
And he absorbed her youth.
Laura Haddock, and she is 34.
34. Sorry then. It's not 14 years difference or something.
She was married to Sam Claflin.
I have no idea who that man is.
He was he was the guy from what's his name? He was Pitchfork guy from The Hunger Games Part 2.
Oh, yeah. I
The
remember
guy who had
now.
that old lady with him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know who he is.
But they're not together anymore.
Oh, God.
Only from 2013 to 2019 they were married. Oh no.
That's not very good.
Oh, sorry, Laura Haddock.
To be honest, I don't think she'll struggle to find new people.
No, I don't
Oh, yeah.
think so.
He has time manipulation weaponry that is only just introduced and never thought to use at any point.
Whoa, that's kind of shit. That's not a good. That looks like it's from the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
No. And you can't. I guess you probably couldn't blame the visual effects artists if.
No, I mean, they've done a good job. Everything looks pretty good, I guess.
You never know how much of a tight schedule they were on, and
Yeah. I mean, it was just like a bubble. That's all it was. It was soapy water that they'd slapped around them.
could have done it in real life. To be fair.
Mm.
Get that guy who can blow really, really big bubbles. You know, like the guy from Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sick today of all this VFX. Where's all the practical work? Get a giant fucking bubble and wrap it around some soldiers and make them levitate. There you go. That's real filmmaking. How?
My family made exclusively
Of four
for
old
women.
Excuse me? Well, at least the women are also pervy. That's fine. He said that before. It's hot. Like, why is that his catchphrase? Also, that's a robot from a race of robots that turn into cars, but can't turn into a car, driving a car. I feel like that sentence should have been the tagline for this movie.
Did you want to see a robot that's a transformer that can't transform into a car that's driving a car? Well, here's the film for you.
You know, it's like an 8-year-old tries to describe what happens in a film or something. It feels like that's how they came up with the plotline for this movie. And then Megatron, he talks to the government and he gets his friends out of prison. And then because she's really hot, an old man kidnaps her. And then Kay comes and he saves her, but he didn't really kidnap her because she's actually Merlin's granddaughter, but not granddaughter, like great granddaughter. And then Merlin spoke to a robot.
Now it all makes sense. They got an 8-year-old to do it.
Which is just like Michael Bay's kids to write
Yeah.
the movie for him. It's like, what do the kids want? I know. Ask the kids. Absolutely barbaric.
We are ragging on this quite a lot. What do you think's good about it so far?
He's correcting him. Sorry, you asked a question, and I was just sucked away by this riveting
I don't know.
dialogue by
if you're,
Sir Anthony Hopkins, the man who is actually a knight.
if you're invested, then oh yeah, yeah.
That's
he has
why
a
they had him
knighthood
in this
for
film.
acting.
He's literally a knight. That's the thing. They don't knight people these days. They just knight actors.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I guess maybe they're the only ones that we know about. I assume there's some like charity workers or some shit that have been knighted.
They must do. Yeah. It's good publicity. Yeah, I guess if you get like
Yeah.
famous person such and such from Transformers getting a knighthood. I asked what we are ragging on this. What have
Yeah, that's what you were asking.
What have you found that's interesting about it, or that you've enjoyed from it? Genuinely,
Anthony Hopkins' performance.
he's having fun, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
just
It's a really good actor having a laugh. Just coughs and rips. Oh, marvellous. Yep, see? There you go. Anthony Hopkins. He's the best part and the only good part about this movie. Hurrah! Hurrah! It wasn't even a cough, it was like, ah! But Stonehead. I like that's the only thing England has. Like, if they're in America, it's always like Area 51, or like they've got the alien landing sites all over the spot. We don't have anything like that because we're too terribly British. Nobody sees aliens out in the field abducting the
they
cows.
wouldn't come here.
They wouldn't come here.
They'd see the scans of our horrible teeth from miles
And our
away
terribly
and
large noses
Yeah.
and the fumes that come from our tea.
They'd smell what I'd imagine for them would be the rancid smell of fish and chips, and they'd be like, "No,
What is this? They're covering it in some sort of beige liquid and dunking it in very hot oil.
so
Disgusting.
sour."
Sour? What kind of fish and chips have you been having?
Oh, you have a bit of vinegar on there. It's a bit sour in it.
Is vinegar sour?
I don't know. I don't like
It's
it.
got a very unique
It's sour
taste
to
that
me.
doesn't really match anything else. I
It
guess.
tastes like shit. I'd say.
I quite like a bit of like salt and vinegar on me chips. I
Uh,
haven't had it in ages, though. To be fair,
could have had that instead of watching this.
Could
Could have reviewed a nice fish supper.
Tell you what, we'll move on to that for our next like venture. We'll start a new channel, a fresh one.
Why did they change car 3 times? Because they're still being
I
followed.
don't know. Yeah,
It was in an Aston Martin, then it was in some like
I think it was like some
E-vehicle.
high-tech, BMW or some shit.
yeah, it's like self-driving car or something that you got
Yeah.
robot driving anyway.
No, it's
they're
in
in
like a Lexus or something.
I think it's a McLaren.
Is it a McLaren?
Yeah, like a red McLaren.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. It's not as if they're driving discreetly.
Oh no, I know why.
Hmm?
Product placement.
Ah, yeah, that's how the films get all the money. Yeah.
And also, a McLaren is an English car,
Mm,
but
true.
they've got a left-hand drive model, so they've just got an American car and put it in. That's in the UK where they're filming.
Yeah, it's definitely in the UK. It's
They
very
couldn't hire
dreary.
They couldn't hire.
I mean, look how much more like blue the scenery is because there's just no like brightness to it. If you knew it, why didn't you go there? I love how subtle the like transformations are. Oh yeah, like just an American police cruiser. Like he didn't think to change or anything.
No.
Then again, I guess he'd look too much like an emergency vehicle if he turned into like an English cop car.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We don't really go for style in England.
No.
It's functionality over anything else.
Yeah, I guess that's the one thing. Like the American cars have like that's a Mustang like cop car or whatever.
Yeah.
We've got like, what have we got that's fun? We've got like BMW cop cars.
Yeah, but again, we don't just paint them black and white and tint out the windows.
No, that's true. It
With
doesn't have like a
strap,
massive
like,
spoiler.
Big white and green squares on them and patchwork. What was that shot?
I don't
It
know.
was just a weird little like GoPro keyhole shot. It's like we're running out of budget and we can't afford to wreck a camera by throwing a car into it. So just strap a GoPro in the corner, be fine. Yeah,
Oh,
I
there
don't
you go.
imagine
That's a
barricaded
BMW
look.
one.
Yeah, he wouldn't look particularly cool if he transformed back and he was covered in like green and white squares.
No.
Oh, there you go. There's some weird Transformer stuff.
Oh yeah.
He missed both of those shots, and he was 2 meters away.
That's not a bad transform. That's all right.
Yeah.
It was just his head there.
It's just the head.
Why does his head
So
need
can
to
they
be
do?
there?
Can they just like materialize whatever bit they want wherever?
Yeah, they're just rewriting whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, there aren't any. You see, that's the biggest trick that they have in these writing movie lore and such. He's having a great time.
Time of his life.
Yeah. No, the great thing is, if you don't establish any rules, you don't have to stick to any.
Ah. So that's where all the other films that have ever existed have gone wrong.
Yeah, exactly. If you I just called him a farce, sure. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've got a reasonably good picture built up in my head of what's happening, and I don't understand the necessity to get in the submarine. Isn't it like a transformer?
You're not a knight, are you, Nathan? You're not Sir Anthony Hopkins. I was about to say Daniels.
Sir Anthony
You're
Daniels.
not C-3PO, are you?
Human cyborg relations. Why not? Because he couldn't go with. What's he gonna go do?
But Sir Anthony Hopkins, you are a knight.
Oh. I knew about your financial difficulties, and I own a very wealthy manor and estate, but I did fuck all about it. That Wahlberg just looks confused.
I'd be confused if there's talking in a Transformers movie.
I know. She knows the way. She has no idea what's happening. Ah yes, another transformer that doesn't transform. This one is just a submarine.
The submarine's a transformer?
Yep.
Why?
Because it'll take you to the staff.
That's its purpose as a so it's alive and it's just trapped there. Not. It's just have like a.
Maybe it's like the dinosaurs or the giant dragon.
But it's alive though, surely.
You're asking questions about rules that don't exist again.
And
I've told
it
you.
had people on the inside of it.
Yep.
So it's like the equivalent of having like parasites. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Until today.
Essentially, human
And even then,
fleas.
you've still got some in you.
Yeah. I mean, she just I like the fucking subtitle stammering in there. Yeah, like she touched. Yeah, maybe it's just a ship. Maybe it's not an actual like transformer.
I mean, she touched it and it was magic, so I'm going to say it's a transformer.
Oh yeah, but she touched the table and that was magic.
She touched a table that was magic.
Yeah, in Anthony Hopkins' like weird little transformer dungeon. You know, the Knights of the Round Table table.
Don't even remember that happening.
It happened like 10 minutes ago.
That's how little I care about this.
Yeah. I like that he isn't like affecting the hydrodynamics or anything under there. He's just strapped to the top. Again, what's with this weird... Why is it vignetted like that?
What do you mean?
It was just like a circular shot.
Was it?
Like shot on a GoPro or something.
We did.
Now who's not noticing the weird aspect ratio changes?
I'm invested. Don't know what's going on with you.
Oh my.
He's a buff man, isn't
Also,
he?
what happened to
Jesus.
his jacket? Did it just blow off at some point?
I think he
He
had a
flexed
jumper
too
on.
hard. He just burst.
That's impressive.
Yeah, was it 48 and he's
48.
absolutely jacked. That's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, if a movie character, like or an actor at least, was in his 50s, he looked like Anthony Hopkins does now. They were like wrinkled and dignified, and like Morgan Freeman, like he's been 50 forever.
He has, yeah.
Like they're either thin or old and fat. But then you've got a dude there that's 2 years short of 50, and he's buffer than my life will ever be. So why are they trying to shoot them down? What reason do they have? Just the fact that it's an alien ship, I guess.
Maybe.
Like, we don't know what you're doing, so fucking fuck you. Oh, he's just falling down, destroying the spot.
What are they? Are they going up or down?
I think they're doing all of them at the same time.
God, this is difficult.
He's going.
Follow.
They're just gonna kill hundreds of men.
Holy shit!
That's a lot of like navymen about to drown. Oh no, don't worry. We got the shot from the inside. They're fine. They're fine. They've just been lightly bonked.
So he's like her protector as well, but why is he there? Why does
He
he
just
need to
fired
be
himself
there?
out of a torpedo tube. Some high class dialogue.
Why is Mark Wahlberg there?
Why is that? No, because he's the knight. He's the chosen one. He's the protector
She's
of
also
her.
why is
I think.
Oh, this is fucking stupid.
I think she just like owns him now.
Dickhead.
Dickhead.
I
Just
never
got
would
some
have
tuna.
thought he would say dickhead, so that's pretty fun.
I mean, I guess they thought, what? He's literally just flexing in a mirror.
He was.
Look at this. This is just gratuitous at this point. Oh, God.
It's just
It's
like
just
moving all around.
It's all over me. Oh, it's going into my pants. Oh no! Oh, yeah. Oh, it actually is going into his pants.
Oh, did I have my body out? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Did you catch all 8 of my ab muscles? Oh no. Did he have to blow out? He blew out his finger, then pointed it at Marky Mark, and it still had fire on it afterwards again. Like, what was the point? Just, why does this movie exist? It's like the actor who was playing him was told to do this performance. He goes, yes, and he goes, yeah, and you, and walked off. And they didn't talk to the VFX artist about why he did that. So he's like, well, just put fire on it, it'll be funny.
They probably, yeah. There should be better communication for these films, you know. We should make.
I like that he didn't even speak to him. It's just like, have this.
Do you reckon?
What are the sunglasses? Oh, and they're gone again.
We are ragging on this. I don't know if I could make this film. I don't think I'd ever be able to make a film that was even 1% as good as this. So, I've got that. At least I've got that on me.
Hmm. I mean, he's got a lot more experience, but apparently they didn't have anybody working continuity.
Ah, David Cameron. No one has guns, do they? Do they? They don't have guns in.
I mean, probably. I mean, to protect the Prime Minister, I guess they'd probably have armed guards.
Well, maybe.
And I guess they are in like a state of panic, aren't they? Like the world's ending or some nonsense.
Hmm.
I wonder how like older actors feel knowing that they're playing people purely for the fact that they're old. And when they have like lines of dialogue like that, saying like, "Oh yes, I'm not dead yet," it's like, I'm sure they don't really want to think about that.
No.
It's like that line in the movie was literally written to say, "Well, I know I'm very old."
He seems like quite a chill guy, though.
I'd love to hang out with Anthony Hopkins.
I heard.
I imagine the sort of guy that you take for a pint and he'd order like a brandy.
He'd get a nice single,
Or like a
single
cognac.
malt whiskey. I'd imagine he's.
Yeah. The most debonair of gentlemen.
He I heard he wrote a letter to Bryan Cranston about his performance in Breaking Bad,
Really?
but it got like picked up by like some news outlets, and he was really
Of
annoyed.
course
And
it
he was
did,
like,
yeah.
"This is my private letter to Bryan Cranston for his acting achievements." And he's really gutted. I would be too.
Oh yeah, like it. That's the thing that annoys me about like the celebrity status is that people seem to forget that they're people. Again, they just treat him as just like, oh, look at it, that thing's still sliming around his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the metal venom.
They haven't quite got down like liquid just right, have they?
No, not really. It's a really difficult thing to do because liquid moves so like unpredictably, so it's hard to get it to move right and look right.
I think you can do like water and waves kind of
Yeah,
all right now.
well, I guess they're semi-predictable, aren't they? Because it's just a one motion.
Yeah.
But if something like gets dropped in water, that it's like an odd object, it's going to like send it weird directions and stuff.
Yeah.
He's looking older than I feel like he should.
He does look quite old. And this is like 10 years after the. But he looks like he's aged like 15 years.
Yeah, he's like got all the grey coming in down the side. Maybe they like intentionally greyed him up to make him look like, oh, he's the old grizzled thing, and then like there's the younger guy with the shitty tribal tattoos come in. It's like, out of the way, old man, I know what's best for this. Are you yawning, Carl?
I'm tired. This is a. How many.
A tiring film.
We can't see what time we're on, can we?
Through the power of technology, I can wiggle the mouse. I don't know where it is, though. Where do you get that hat from? Oh, I'll turn the mouse off. There we are. Oh my god, there's an hour left.
I don't know if that was better or worse than I was expecting.
How is there an hour left?
I was expecting it to be halfway, so that's not bad.
She
I
looks
guess.
like Lara Croft.
Ah, she does. He looks like some guy who'd like steal from her. He's gonna double cross her later on.
Yeah.
There's always someone double crossing Lara Croft.
I haven't played many of the Tomb Raider games. I played the first one and the reboot.
Oh, so did I. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I bought. Yeah, it is fun. I bought the. I bought the second one. I think the third one's like on the Game Pass. So.
They're always on sale as well.
Yeah.
I like they said it that way. The planet hid itself behind our star. Oh, it's just eating the moon.
Oh god. The moon gets well fucked up in these movies, doesn't it?
The moon gets fucked up in every movie for some reason. I guess it's to show like a ridiculous scale. Oh, call back to the third movie.
Yeah.
But I don't really see what the premise of it is. Because like, it seems to launch those honeycomb like hand claw things out and drag stuff in. But it never seems to do anything with it.
No.
They just sort of like seem to grab hold and it's like, didn't really think I'd get this far.
Just scrape everything.
I guess we just scoop everything up.
Scoop the moon. Get the cheese from the moon. That's what he's doing.
I've lived since Wensleydale.
They just went to the cracker planet, so yeah, they're all stocked up now.
Yeah, look, he's like really greyed up down the side.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Why did they subtitle that? Like we didn't know who it would be talking to her. It's literally just them two in there.
Whoa.
It looks so weird to watch a robot just climb up some vines.
It's really. I'm not listening to my headphones now. I'm just watching from like the subtitles.
Just giving up on the audio.
I'm getting it from context. I need to give one of my ears a break. Oh.
It's got too much drivel built up in it.
She doesn't turn up. I think she does turn up on the end battle, doesn't she?
No idea.
Maybe she doesn't. She better not. She's a kid. She's bringing a kid to a battle.
Your child. God damn it.
I guess the robots are children as well, so they probably would be like, yeah, fucking come along. Yeah, you made of flesh and you'll get squished real easy. No problem.
I'm bringing a baby into battle. That's really irresponsible. Getting them rattled. There you go. It all comes back around. Guardians
Full
Inferno.
You got it.
I did. She's Star-Lord's mum. That's how it all works, you see. I'm on it. Comedic genius, mate. Oh, just random puffs of flame. Just for no reason.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
She just fell over. Like that entire shot just showed her falling over and standing back up.
I think that was the thing that you've laughed at the most this film.
It is.
It wasn't even a joke. She
It was
fell
probably,
over.
I don't even know what... Yeah, it's because there's no purpose to the shot. It just exists. Like, she just fell off of a rope that she was climbing down vertically anyway. Her feet would have hit the floor first before anything else. And she fell over. Oh good, don't worry. The ISS is still up. Imagine that.
Oh,
the world's
shit.
about to end and you're like, well, at least I'm in space. And it's like, oh, then again.
Yeah, they're getting mashed.
Oh yeah,
Whoa, what's that?
this is just a Transformer just swimming down. I bet it's Megatron or something. Oh no, it'll be Optimus swimming back, won't it?
yeah, he's finally there.
With his big robot sword.
And his angry eyes.
Oh, he's got purple eyes.
Need more Toblerone. You sure we don't want any Toblerone?
I'll have a piece. Go on. I'm just going to chomp it into the microphone now.
I don't think we'd have done that for a film that we respect, but this is... Plus, I'm really hungry.
You're really hungry?
Mm.
I haven't eaten yet this evening.
Could Chinese it.
Could go Chinese.
Right now.
Stop the movie. Oh, we could get that fish supper. I like that they're just taking the word of the box. No one shall have it. Well, guess I'm going back home then. Freaking Marky Mark being as hench as anything.
He could do that by himself. Oh shit.
Well, it's a stick.
Oh, dead man.
Yep, it's got to be a Merlin. Look at the beard. Oh, wow. Just instant patronising. Just pick up the stick, maybe.
I haven't been,
She's the one with the magic hands.
I haven't been paying attention to like any of the dialogue or any of the acting from.
Do you mean the movie?
But he's really bad in this.
What, Matt Wahlberg? I think if you actually pay attention to him in almost anything, it's pretty much just that. Now, did you watch Ted? Not a great acting feat. You cheeky bastard, what are you talking about? Well, I'll show you. With me big... I've got 2 swords! That are not even technology based in any way. They are just swords.
He's like a little zombie thing, I guess, kind of.
I think he's just a bit rotten. I don't think he's quite a zombie.
No, he looks like one though. Let me have
And
this.
so do I every morning, Carl, but you don't call me a zombie.
Let me have this. It's something fun in this movie.
To be fair, yeah, he's got half a leg. Oh, but don't worry, they brought guns. He's not giving a shit about these bullets, is he?
It's weird how like they sometimes work and sometimes don't.
That is the least actiony thing. Just put his hands up in the air like a fucking gymnast landing a jump. You would not want to be that close to an explosion, would you? Oh fuck, fell down hole.
I guess I kind of
There it is. Yeah, magic hands. She got Merlin powers.
I do kind of like that. There's like a task force for Transformers, and that like in the first one they were like, "Oh, what the fuck do we do?" But now they've gotten better, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
they're actually like tactical and stuff, and know how to handle them." Whereas, like in the first one, it was just Sector 7.
Yeah, and they just fluked everything kind of.
Pretty much. They were like they knew they existed, and that's about it.
Yeah. I don't think that got picked up on them, did it?
Oh, absolutely did. You blew out the mic.
I coughed over there.
Yeah, but it's a shitty mic. That one didn't quite blow out as much.
It's going to be better than what they're watching anyway.
I'd rather listen to 2.5 hours of coughs. Why do they have such like zombie voices as well?
They've got Decepticon voices.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is before the Autobots and Decepticons.
Yeah.
Then again, though.
How come they liked humans before, but now they don't?
I guess they were just protecting the staff. Didn't really care about allegiances. Like the look on Mark's face is just like he's struggling to take it seriously himself, isn't he?
It's a testament that like they can do this at all, really. 'Cause you ever tried being serious for more than like 5 minutes?
No.
No, neither have I. He's got like a little coat pocket. He put it in.
He just popped up in his tit and poked it in. It's literally like an inside jacket pocket. I literally just walked out of there like, you can't beat me, don't even fucking try.
I wish in the Bumblebee movie, Optimus is like the boxy version of him.
Oh, is he? I didn't even know he was in it.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, I've ruined the whole movie. I was never going to watch it, don't worry.
It looks great. It's got a really good character design. It's like Gen 1 Optimus.
That's the issue with a lot of things is like when they do sequels or even like TV shows, like if they do a new season, they always like have to update designs and stuff, but they always over design things. I think that's one of the biggest issues with sequels. It's like I usually like in trilogies and stuff I always prefer the first one because it sets everything up. This is the way it is. That's it. But then they he just tried to set off and literally crashed into a submarine. Incredible. Imagine not seeing that coming in an ocean where there is literally nothing else. But yeah, like sequels, the issue with them is they always like redesign things and add a bit, and add a bit, and add a bit, and add a bit. They never like take anything away. They always just add to the design and everything gets too complicated and it all becomes a mess.
Yeah, certainly for
He's just pulled the hammer out of nowhere. You know that one that he had in World War II but didn't have in any of the movies from before?
Yeah. Well, he didn't realise he was actually in World War II.
He forgot about it all.
Until this movie. Director was like, hey, look.
It's like, go be that robot again. It's like, okay, I guess I'll use the hammer. You ever see Battleship?
Yeah.
For some reason, this is reminding me of Battleship.
No,
just this whole... Well, I didn't want to say it, but... Oh, God. Also, why did they swim away from the thing if it was rising out of the ocean anyway?
If what was?
The whole, like, building that they stood on. That's what they were inside just now, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So why did Optimus swim away? Oh, sorry, Nemesis. Oh, God, he just ripped his wings off.
I don't know. I've always liked that little
It is pretty cool.
visor thing. That was dope.
It's like his most iconic development design element.
In Bumblebee, he has like you get to see it like from first person perspective when it comes down, and it has like this honeycomb effect.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I guess
it like zooms in, and then it's like instead of it being like the grid sort of thing, it's just like a honeycomb.
Yeah, it's designed.
It's nice, man. Oh shit!
It's nearly crushed Wahlberg. Then again, the honeycomb thing, I think that's taken it a bit too far with the name Bumblebee.
Oh, nah, it's all
It's
good.
a little bit too coincidental.
Look, that film is a masterpiece in comparison to this.
Oh, I'm
I
sure it
don't think
is.
it's the best thing. Like, I don't think it was the best film I saw from the year. I don't think it was like. I don't even think it was like. I don't know. It wasn't like super original, but
Mm,
fucking hell,
so much better.
yeah. It looks like 24 karat gold compared to this.
Proper slice of fried gold. That's the issue with a lot of sequels as well. They sort of run out of things to do. Oh, he spoke. I recognise that voice. Well, I guess it's a very generic robot voice, I
It's
guess.
the
Sounds like every robot from every video game ever.
yeah, it's the voice that you hear when you say "Okay Google" on your phone. You
Literally
fucking
spoke
idiot.
to him in the first movie.
First
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, don't worry, everything's magnetic still. Doesn't matter how much he gets ripped apart and you see things break in two. Just magnets back on.
Because you know what really helps with stakes in a film? If
Just
everything could
removing them
be, yeah,
completely.
yeah,
Yeah.
just be rewound.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the top of that. Oh, there they are. That's Megatron. They get a different actor for him.
Apparently, it's the original voice of Megatron from the cartoon.
Huh.
It was Hugo Weaving in the first one.
Ah.
Wow.
Optimus Prime.
Mr. Smith. Oh, it's
Mr.
Anderson, isn't it?
Anderson.
That was a big old fail from me.
Hugo Weaving's got like such a weird range of different characters he's been famous for.
Mm.
Like he had Agent Smith, he had Thandriel, I think his name is, from Lord of the Rings. Then
Red Skull.
Megatron, Red Skull, yeah.
Mm.
Brr.
And shit.
He's just fine though, don't worry. It's just sparks come off, nothing, there's no real issue. But Mark has the strength within him and a robot sword to be able to block this. Look at the size difference. I don't give a shit if you're holding a magic sword. Like every bone in your body is shatter from trying to do that.
I didn't even realise that happened. I forgot that happened in the film.
Magic sword. The greater good.
I don't know why Prime didn't just be like, yeah, I could probably take at least one or two of these guys down.
Well, he did in the chamber though, didn't he? Like sliced two of them in half.
Yeah, he'd have no trouble. Bumblebee is like he's in the Bumblebee solo movie. He kind of takes on like this really big transformer, but it shows how like scrappy he is.
Yeah.
He's like a tactical sort of. He uses his size to his advantage.
Hmm. He had to remember the word.
He says it every fucking time. Every film, he's like, "This place is our home, and we have to protect it, Autobots." And
It's literally like the family line from Fast and Furious. I like they're having this big dramatic thing. Look behind you. An entire planet is crashing into yours. Look how Tandy suddenly became.
La Familia.
Live together, daddy, ride together.
That's Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, it is.
But who gives a shit? It's all garbage.
Yeah.
I don't mind Fast and Furious. I can't remember.
It's
Bad
very
Boys.
dumb.
Oh, it's so
Very
dumb,
dumb.
but it's amazing. Did we watch the first one at uni?
One of them, yeah. Might have been the first one. I do not know. Oh, there we are. Yeah, see, it just all like sticks in the ground for a bit and doesn't really do a great deal. Also, all coming from the same direction, no matter which part on the planet you're looking at.
Man, you hate this.
Just milling about. Good old Anthony Hopkins. He's just having a potter around.
You know what we should have done for this is like you pick out the bad things and I pick out the good things.
I feel like I'd be talking a lot more than you would. I don't think you would have said a great deal. But, yeah, the costume design's kind of good. Look, generic Army Man #7.
I've never liked how much the army are in all of these films, but
I mean,
it's
they're very
because
American, I guess.
I think it's something like Michael Bay gets use of military vehicles for free, but
Oh.
doesn't but has to like pay for ammunition and like
Right.
fuel and things like that. So,
Right.
but they have to kind of be like, oh, look how great the American army is.
Yeah. Which isn't really capitalised at all because they never do shit in these movies.
Not really, no.
Like, I
There's
think
always,
there was
a
the
task
second
force
one.
that does it.
Yeah. In the second one, there was that one that was huge, but it was like on a tyre. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah,
massive
yeah,
tyre, and it was
yeah,
like
at the start.
rolling around. Yeah, and they really fucked that one up. But going on from that, they don't really do anything else. Also, that was an entirely different position from what the camera was that he was looking at before. It's like he was sat down at a desk, banging on it, and then suddenly it cut during the same line of dialogue to him standing up in front of a camera.
It's also the stupidest thing as well because you're in a planet that has like aliens and transformers and shit.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I'll fix it with maths and physics. No, you're not.
Not a magic staff that's made from their
Just
technology.
lean into it. You might as
Yeah,
well.
just
If
go with it.
If they're like, yeah, we found this magic staff. Be like, yeah, well, there's fucking transformers, and we might as well try it.
Yeah.
Why
Oh! It's a transformer gun. Oh, look, the British Army with CG tanks. Why did he punch the ground? Oh, I guess he made more Stonehenge.
More pillars.
You know what Stonehenge needs? More
More
stones.
stones.
I think he's just still stood there.
Oh no!
But don't worry, he's still in one piece.
Yeah, he would have been obliterated.
Yep. Like a little belly jiggle as he hit the floor.
How undignified.
Oh dear.
How embarrassing.
How very English. Oh yeah, she turns up.
Oh,
Because, yeah. Because he needs a daughter to look after. Just loads of dudes running with giant robots behind them. Is he wearing a Pokemon shirt?
didn't see.
I think it's like a Voltorb, like the eyes just on red. Is the copy paste Optimus Prime speech from the last 4 movies.
And from 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
he said the same
that they
thing.
just had up there. Oh, will you now?
Into the chamber.
Oh, we've reached that point.
It's not our fault, Nathan. This fucking movie's bringing us down.
2 hours in,
We're smut.
we've reached.
like
Oh, and he can
Michael
fly
Bay.
now without the giant jetpack wings.
Look,
He can just fly. In John Goodman's 7th line of the movie. I think gravity's not really fucked up or anything either. There's these giant, like, continent-sized things. Oh, there it is. Shrapnels. It's just no, like...
Oh, you're laughing.
Yeah. He just stood up and just went, I'm watching you die. He says after he's died. He could have said that 10 seconds earlier and
I
he would
was
have
going
heard
to
it.
say earlier he said he was the worst, but it
Yeah.
doesn't. He could still be the worst and the coolest. So
Mm.
that's fair enough.
Oh my. Your army? What, all 6 of you?
Oh yeah, they had that big, like, weird looking thing. Is it that really big transformer thing? The one with the horns that look like it's from Doom.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I don't think you will. Okay, so all the things stabbed into Earth, and now they put the stick in the ground, and now they're all just retracting.
What are they doing?
It's just crashing into itself. And dropping chunks off, apparently.
Is it like ripping apart the Earth?
It doesn't look like it is. Like, that's what my thoughts were looking at it. Like, it's all falling apart, so it, like, grabs onto the Earth, grabs chunks off, and, like, heals the planet with them. But it seems to, like, just stick itself back together. John Goodman's 30th word.
I was going to look up some facts for this film. Go on IMDb, see what they've got on there.
Look at the size, though. Like, you see that, and then you look at the scale of the ones that were dropping around them. Doesn't add up at all.
No.
Like, there's a fucking huge one there, city size, like Hong Kong. Oh, I guess, yeah. Is it going to have the machine inside it, though?
Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
They've completely ignored their own continuity there,
Hey.
again.
You said that like that was a surprise.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
own continuity.
I mean, but yeah, that's like a story element that they literally... That was like the point of the second movie. And they literally just ignored it. Like, I can understand like a line of dialogue being forgotten about, like the not hearing your voice thing. But that one's kind of a big one. If they're gonna like
Yeah.
purposely include footage
whole
of the
movie.
pyramid, yeah,
I guess it just goes like into how much quality's in there. Like in like an MCU film, you'll see like 10 things in a film that's like from the first Iron Man or whatever, and it's
Also,
kind of...
Bumblebee's talking with the radio again. Why? Why? He spoke. Is it not fixed? No. All right.
maybe he's just super lazy. He can't be bothered to speak with his real voice.
So instead, he remixes the radio, which is far less work than just talking.
Some guy gave this film an 8 stars on IMDb.
Sure.
I have never got the hate for these films.
However, the first line of his review is, "The Transformers movies are known for being hated." Yes, they are.
Trivia. There we go.
I can't wait for in like another 10 years. When people like, give me a phone, I need to call this person. It's like, that's not going to happen because people don't remember phone numbers anymore.
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
Why don't you have my
now.
daughter's number saved in your phone?
I think I remember my house phone, and that's about it.
I remember my parents' house phone number. I don't know my landline number. I have one.
Here.
Don't have a handset though.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a landline. It came with broadband.
People don't, do they? Like, yeah, same here, but yeah, I don't think people do.
No, I mean, what's the point? I have a mobile.
Yeah.
And like, landline quality is dog anyway.
Yeah, it is. the guy.
It's the guy who's been trying to kill you for the rest of the movie. And he's being the asshole about it. That guy's the cool one because he's got a skull on his badge armor. I think he's the only one huffing oxygen as well. Like, everyone else is like pretty chill and just like relaxed.
It's just a Velcro tag.
That's not going to come off during operations or anything.
This one had the most expensive budget, 217 million.
Good God. Imagine literally anything else that money could have been spent on.
Yeah, like anything.
It's so much money. Oh, there we are. Okay, so it's like 12 Transformers or whatever that come together to make the three-headed dinosaur robot
That has
dragon.
to be controlled by someone else, but now it doesn't. Oh, who knows?
Yeah, what does the staff actually do? I don't think they ever actually specify what it's for.
No,
It's just like the world ends if bad people get this. What's it do?
It's just kind of. I think since
It's
the
a
first
MacGuffin,
one,
is what it is, Carl. It's
all
just the MacGuffin.
Yeah, it definitely is. Would you expect anything deeper from this sort of a movie?
Yeah, would it explain some sort of information or like explanation from Transformers? No.
Since the first one, like I guess the first one had like it wasn't really like world ending. It was more like, oh, we can build Transformers. But then after that, it was just like this thing will suck up the sun. Then the
Yeah, because in the first one it was the what was it, the Dynamo or whatever the fuck it was called.
Dynamo.
Yeah, the twisty pointy thing that he had.
That magician from
Matrix.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
Dynamo.
Dynamo. Have you even seen like his stuff? He's such like a weird little like nervous dude. It's just sort of like, hey, now if you take this can and shove it up your ass and then cough 3 times and I'll be walking on water. There you go. Look, yeah, it's just gathering bits of Earth apparently. Except you'd never see that actually happen. Oh. You had all the sky and you managed to hit a bit of chunk of rock.
They said the air's too thin, Nath. What more?
Yeah,
do you
but
want?
nobody else hit one.
That one just
Either
wanted to
they're
crash.
flying perfectly fine, and then suddenly they just drop out of the air. Look, they're just like that one behind him's going fine, suddenly down. There it is. Yeah, they
panicked.
just drop.
They were like a flock of sheep. They were like,
Yeah.
one of them fell down, and then the rest of the offspring were just like, ah,
That looks like a good
what do we
idea.
do?
That's the dumb thing as well. Like with things that fly like that, you have a weird sort of air cushion effect when something's close to the ground. It has more lift because of the air pushing off. So if anything, when they got closer to the ground, they would have had like a bit more pushback. But no, they get 2 meters off the ground and suddenly like crash hard into it. Just gravity increases tenfold.
I wish it had been a bit harder, and everyone had turned to jelly.
Yeah,
And
look,
that'd be
one
the end of the
person
movie.
was even sprained, like a sprained ankle, getting out of there. Oh, well that's disappointing.
Oh, okay, so that big one.
Yeah, the big one just splits off
The
into
small-
multiple smaller versions of himself.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious.
Or be like Multiple Man from like what was it, X-Men 3.
Yeah, who just like has other versions of himself walk out with him.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. You could do loads of things.
Now I don't even need friends.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you could get so much done. I think of how productive you could be if you could just split into multiples. Like you could cook your dinner, do the washing, tidy the entire house, and I don't know, paint a portrait all at the same time.
Learn new skills.
Yeah.
You'd be unstoppable.
Do you reckon it's like Naruto, where like you split into clones and then the knowledge comes back with them, or are they just like drones?
I think that I think that he kind of like retains whatever he learns.
Like they're all been tactful, like hiding in the craters, and he's just like, "Yep, got myself a minigun." They took the child with them.
Oh, fucking hell. So I guess the rest of them don't need an oxygen mask because they're kind of paratrooper kind of.
Yeah, I guess they're probably used to
But
it.
then he only did that in the third one, didn't he? And I don't know. What's the point? I've given up.
And you were the one trying to look for the positives.
I can't.
It just called her mommy, and she's like, "You're small and ugly, go. You're a worthless piece of shit. No one's gonna care."
Yeah, small and ugly.
Yes, mother. What is my purpose? Blow up that gun. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
He's recombining.
It is dope. That's a cool design.
Mm.
I hope Bumblebee fucks it up.
I like the two of them jumped back in and just became guns.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll.
Does Optimus Prime fuck it up? Where is he?
I reckon B probably does. Or maybe the French bot, Hot Rod.
I bet it'll be.
He hasn't really done a great deal else yet.
I haven't seen Prime do anything. Yeah, what's he doing? Waiting for his big entrance?
Yeah, he was the one who flew off first. Where is he? Like, he gave his speech and then fucked off, and then everyone else waited for the transports to get there. What has he been doing the entire time? Because that's how physics works. That perfect thing just pops out.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Flawless simulation. He's just holding onto the little tassel on his harness.
Oh yeah, Prime just like flew off, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He delivered his speech, just flew off. Everyone else waited around for a bit so they could get a lift. Oh, he just grabbed the gun. But yeah, so Prime just left. Did what? Is he going to fetch his sword or something? He's been flying around looking for it. Ah, the classic plot holes are the best ones, I guess. They just wanted him to have like a dramatic exit as well, didn't they? Yeah, there's the dragon as well. That hasn't been doing fuck all.
Yeah.
He's on the back of that.
Oh, okay.
I guess he went to go collect them. I don't know.
How can a film about giant robots be so fucking boring?
I know. It's pretty impressive, really. Also, the scaling of that thing. Oh no, I guess it did grab him in the head before, didn't it?
Yeah.
Also, why doesn't it? It's going to just split apart. Surely that would be harder to deal with. Really?
Oh, for God's
That is literally the worst way they could have dealt with that. Like, they could have like done some crazy John Wick shit of him fighting like multiple people at once. No, just several head decapitations at once. It's just continual disappointment. Do you remember like 20 minutes ago when they were in a submarine?
That was hot. That was
That
like
was
an
hot.
hour ago.
I don't. This movie is so everywhere all the time.
There's no in your audience. Like this. I guess holding back on action.
Luckily, they brought a spare parachute for her.
Well, they would have done, I guess. Holding back on action in other films, can be really useful, or poignant. Like. But this isn't a film for. This isn't a film for like. Auteurs. This is a film for fucking people who want to see people have like extended fights.
Yep, this is literally a movie that's based entirely on fight scenes.
So why wouldn't he do it? None of the fight scenes have been interesting.
They
Optimus
haven't
Prime
done
was in
anything.
it for 2 seconds.
Gratuitous kiss.
The aspect ratio's still changing. For fuck's sake.
It's like the stuff that I don't understand it. Like he punches in with the like slight close-up lens, But because he's done that, he has to make the bars wider to make like the faces look more impactful, I guess. Where'd he get that from? He's got a shield, I guess.
It's driving me mad. This film's making me mad.
Genuinely upset.
I don't know if I started.
Oh, there you go. They've got Anthony Hopkins.
Were we this negative in the beginning or not?
I think I was. I think you just were holding out for hope.
I think I was, yeah.
I like that. In an effort to stop them getting crushed by the helicopter, he dove on top of it while it was over them.
Did the job?
Sure. So that's still doing that thing, I guess. And she's become a tumbleweed. I love all of these like secret military army bases just have all these sci-fi ass like LED strips everywhere and crazy glass TV screens.
I always get like funny people in on these films and they don't do anything funny. Like that guy in that room
It's from Arrested Development, isn't it?
Yeah, he's great.
Also, how far they fell then? Just fine. It's a good thing that he knows where he's going, apparently. Oh, it's not exactly hard to tell. It's just a big blast of lightning. Also, can none of the Transformers just pick it out of the ground? Is she literally the only one allowed to touch it? But wait, Optimus Prime held it earlier. And Megatron held it. Maybe because they had the red stripe on the face where Quintessa touched him.
You remembered her name. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's the coolest thing they've done so far.
Yeah. See, there's always a good bit in something garbage.
Yeah. There's a couple of little nuggets of gold everywhere. A hidden gem in the rough.
I want to see Bumblebee kill Megatron, for God's sake. Just give me that.
You could have just thrown B at her. Oh.
I like that for some reason. Do you remember in the third one, Megatron's like, "Oh, Optimus, like, let's have a truce," and he's like, "Nah." He just shoots him in the fucking head. Do you remember?
Yeah.
What did he say? We're brothers once, and he's like, "Did you just do the same thing as he did in the other one?" Brilliant.
It's the same movie, Carl. Oh, she's just fallen off.
We were brothers once, Prime. Fuck you.
I'm pretty sure they did that in the first film when he put the spark in him.
He's just a shit brother.
Yeah.
Megatron's like the...
I'm guessing it's like metaphorical brother.
Well, I don't know, but he's like...
Well,
he's
there you
like
go, just deal with him. Don't have to worry about him again.
He's the edgy one who wants to sort of like be part of the family. Yeah. And Optimus is like the golden child who's just like, nah.
You're all bad.
Mum and Dad love me, not you. I bet he's the older brother.
Yeah. He just ignores the lightning for a second. Really? Dealt with. She teleport.
Nice.
I want to vomit.
What a line.
He just said it so bad. Sting like a bee.
That guy's just like, oh, my plan didn't work. I'm not the winner.
I'm not cool. I didn't save the plan. Where's the staff?
Did it disintegrate?
Why does he have to do a one-liner every time he does it?
That happens in every film as well.
Yep.
There's always...
the slow motion catch.
Yeah.
But the dumb thing is, they're made of fucking metal. If you fell from that height and landed in a car, you're not going to survive.
No.
Like, granted, that one, they slowed time.
Like,
that's okay.
No, you couldn't really... If you had your
cushion
hand...
the blow and move it downward.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than, again, they're all robots. I'd imagine they'd But then they're stupid robots, aren't they? I really wrestled
I think you're arguing with yourself.
There. Yeah, I'm trying to be in
there. He is. That's the first time you've seen him as a truck.
And it's shit as well.
It's a really shit truck. Look at it.
The one in the first one was pretty cool.
It's so cool. Like the really sort of boxy, classic looking. Why did they get rounder as time went on?
He's a proper box one in Bumblebee. So that's another reason for you to watch Bumblebee.
Mate, after watching this, I feel like I don't really want to watch any Transformers movie ever again. Why do they always have that shot? Just driving in some dusty area. Also, is he green now? I know, blue still, don't worry.
I've yawned about 20 times since the midway point of this film. I'm not tired. It's so bad.
This is how every Transformers movie ends as well. The slow motion shots. And he's talking again.
Great.
Why? Make your mind up. Was it like a force of habit? Does he forget that you can talk every so often?
Is this the actual end of the film?
Yeah, I think so.
You're right. Yeah, no, we did say, it's like, this is how it always ends.
Yeah, it's just... Is he going to fly off to space again?
Yeah.
Just for no real reason.
To meet my maker.
It's like, you just killed it. Oh, he's gone. Never mind. That's still there, by the way. Like, Cybertron's just there. Like, you're not going to do it about that? Nah, no, that's fine. Yes. If we don't know that by the 5th movie. How many more are there? So what the rest of the Autobots have just been milling about in the galaxy? Just, I didn't really fancy doing that whole Earth thing. I heard there was a lot of conflict. Not my speed. I guess that's how they get around like having new Autobots in each movie.
Yeah, and I guess
directed by Michael Bay. There we are.
In the Bumblebee movie, when they escape Cybertron, they all go off in separate transports. So they kind of, as they're getting hunted down.
There it is again. That weird vignette and look around the corners. Why is it there?
So they're all in like different places, I guess.
I would have loved it if this was Simmons. He just turns up at the end in a big floppy dress.
Isn't someone famous at the
end? Yeah, they did this weird mummy-esque looking thing.
Gemma
she's
Tran,
wearing all
isn't it? Gemma Chan, I think her name is.
No idea.
She's
I've seen her in stuff.
Yeah, she's in Humans, and she's also in something else. Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah. Is she a Transformer? She sounds robot-y. Yep.
I'm so glad we're never going to get a sequel to that.
I'm very glad I'm never going to watch that again. There we are. The end of the movie, Carl. We made it.
We did it, yeah.
All 2.5 hours of the 5th Transformers. What a way to start off these commentary tracks. Oh, moving hurts.
It's
I've been static for so long and I'm in quite a lot of pain now. Let's not watch the trailer for Titans.
2.5 hours. Oh wait, it wasn't 2.5 hours.
If we ignore the credits and stuff, it's fine.
That was...
Oh, I've got Toblerone on me now. Oh no, I've made that a lot worse. Oh god.
Anything's better than that.
True. I'd rather be smothered head to toe in Toblerone than watch that movie again.
Oh, I actually have a headache from that movie.
The sheer amount of dumb has actually started killing your brain cells.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, I hope that wasn't all in vain and somebody has enjoyed this commentary track and actually made the movie somewhat bearable for at least one other human being.
Could it?
No, definitely. No. Nothing could make that movie worse. I was about to say the only thing that could make that movie worse would be me running around naked in the background of one of the shots. But if anything, that would just be fun. That would be like an actual joke almost. Because God knows Cogsworth couldn't make any jokes.
Michael Bay couldn't make any jokes.
Oh, good God. Well, anyway, that's our first commentary. I hope, like I said, somebody watched it and enjoyed it.
Yeah, I do too. I can't do it again.
We're gonna go. Carl's gonna have a stroke or something if we stay on any longer.
I think we're gonna try and do a Star Wars one next because
Yeah, that'd be good.
we both like Star Wars.
And I haven't. Because I want to look at one of the prequels again, and like the original, because I've seen the original more recently than the prequels, and I don't really remember anything from the prequels whatsoever.
Yeah, I say I watched like the originals and the sequels maybe like a couple of times in the year.
Yeah,
but
well, you're a huge Star Wars buff anyway. Aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to tone it down and not be so
not be too involved.
I'm gonna have to take a different stance on it.
Right. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for our up and coming Star Wars commentary.
My eyes hurt. They really do. That's not even a sting.
God. Well, thanks and bye.
Yeah, see ya. Take care.